There it is. Hello and welcome to Story Mode. My name is Faith. This is my variety gaming YouTube channel. Woo, she's rusty. She's rusty. Hello and welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, can you hear me? I cannot hear myself. Hello and welcome. Hello to the VOD watchers who are going to be potentially checking out the stream. I don't know, I've been quiet for a long time. Maybe everyone went away, but if you are watching this as a VOD, as a video, as a recorded live stream, I appreciate you coming back to check it out. I really, really do. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Thunderstrike and Maybe still in the chat. Hello, so nice to see you. Hello, strangers. Hello, strangers. Yes, yes, very rusty, very rusty. I was like, I can't hear any of this. Also, I need you guys to let me know if you can hear any weird gameplay audio. You really shouldn't be able to, but I am like doing some last minute things in Return to Moria before I'm gonna show you guys a tour of my Tower of Durin area, which I have weirdly been working on. Just me, no game. Excellent. Axe Spirit is here. Hey, what's up, Axe? Long time no see. Although I've been able to catch a couple of streams this week. Hello, hello, how's it going? Axe, if you stick around, you'll be able to critique my building. My terrible building skills. Return to Moria, they are coming at you. They're coming at you live. I am desperately trying to grow my trees real quick before I show you guys the build here. Desperately trying to grow these trees. So I'm kind of like killing time. I gotta like sleep. I gotta get the days to progress, and then I gotta get like to the right point anyway, so you don't care. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thank you, Curse. Thank you for reminding me that I am a content creator, live streamer, / part of a promotional team. And Axe Spirit is a fellow member of said promotional team. Hey, everybody watching the live stream and also the VOD. Go check out my friend Axe Spirit. His link is in my chat right now. Here on YouTube, also on Twitch, if you favor Twitch, he is there as well. Building the most ridiculous things in this game, in Return to Moria, and really, really good stuff, really good insight. Have any questions? Ask that guy. Ask that guy, Axebeard. He's the expert when it comes to this game, so definitely check him out. How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and do this. There's no... I interrupted myself. There's no reason for us to dilly-dally or hang out with like promotional stuff, although I should say, I'll just share it verbally with you guys. I believe there's a sale going on for this game, and it would be so sad of me to fail to share that with you. So let me get the most updated information I can off of the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria Discord server. For the most current sale, I believe is this one right here. 55% off the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria on Steam. A huge discount on the base game. The sale runs from the 18th of April through the 2nd of May. So definitely check it out if you are on Steam. This game is on sale. Go check it out. I didn't make a graphic for it because I'm a pro streamer. / I am not a pro streamer. Go check it out. And I think I have a command for that. Let me figure this out. Trying to do it. Oh, she can do it. Oh, I think it's Steam. That should be the link. Oh, let's try again. That should be the link to the Steam homepage for Return to Moria. Cross our fingers. Buy the RTM base game. Yes, perfect. So you can use that link to go check out that sale I just mentioned. I definitely want to mention. Currently waiting for the family. I'll at least be lurking. I have time to critique. I love. You're welcome for the shout out. It's been too long. Hashtag pro streamer. I know. I think there's a redeemable for that too. I don't know. Who is she? Who is she and she's live streaming? You guys tell me something good. Please tell me something good. I have so much to tell, but I'm trying to filter it through that good filter. I am streaming right now, which is pretty amazing. Also, it is Friday for most people. Friday or Saturday. It's a weekend for everybody everywhere, whether it's Friday or Saturday. But yeah, it's the weekend, which is great. I am live streaming tonight, which is super fun. And I have been on spring break for this entire week. So it's Friday for me. Excuse me, here in the States. And yeah, I've been off since Monday, obviously. And I have been getting so much done. like so much done, and that was the whole point. That's the point of me taking a break from the channel. That's the whole point of everything, is me to just get some things done. Really give myself the time and the space to accomplish some things that I've been needing to get done. So it's been a productive week. It's been an educational week. It's been a week of fitness and activity. It's officially like springish summer here. Sprummer, if you will. It is sprummer here in my state. It's still kind of springtime, but it's getting a little toasty. It's getting a little hot. So sunshine, blue skies, green grass, green trees. It's all coming back to life. So everything's just great. Everything's just great over here in my neck of the woods. And we'll maybe get into some more details about what's going on, just so you guys know what's up, and maybe what to anticipate when it comes to the channel and all that stuff. Curse says my traveling journal Facebook group is so close to having 1,000 members. That's nuts, Curse. Are you making money off of this? I hope. You cannot tell me if that's an inappropriate question. But is it a monetized thing? Are you guys like selling a product, or like what's you don't have to tell me all the details, but I'm excited. I'm excited for you. That's amazing. Good job. Investing in something, growing something. It's not easy to do. I know. It's not always easy to do. I know. Oh, I'm failing at getting my trees to grow because I'm not letting time pass in the game. Silly me. Too soon to sleep again. No, it's a long explanation. I'll DM you about it. Okay, fair enough. Well, I respect it even more. I respect it even more that you're putting into it. We're not getting anything back, but yeah, let's see. Been productive. It's the weekend. It's warming up here. I'm checking off my big to-do list. I gotta update you guys about the cat. He's fine, but he's an issue. He has an issue. He is an issue. He's a walking issue. But he's doing good, and we are making progress in his situation that he is literally a walking situation. Yeah, I've got a lot to catch you guys up on, but that's good. I'm gonna lead with all this good stuff, and we'll get context a little bit later. I'm pretty bummed about the RTM news, but on the bright side, the modding is looking really interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Thunder. I was gonna bring that up, and we'll probably be chatting honestly for most of the stream. Here's my plan if it should work. We're gonna catch up because it's been a hot minute, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on in Return to Moria, which I've already said is my build in the Duran's Tower area. So the mountain of Zaraxagil out here, the outdoor environment, kind of above the Misty Mountains, just a beautiful place. Broke it all down, and I built something from scratch. And so I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on and just catch you up with what's going on with me. And then, you know, we'll be here for a couple of hours probably. I don't know. It's Friday. I've accomplished everything. I just need to take a shower. But like that, what's the rush? What's the rush? That's all I have to do for the rest of the day. So we can just hang out and have a good time. Maybe we'll jump into a different game. I don't know, but we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to catch up on. So you guys catch me up on what's going on with you. I would love to keep as much of a positive spin on it as we can, but like honestly, it's just been a hot minute. So let me know what's going on with you, and we'll just take it from there. Glad to hear you're letting your dwarf sleep these days. Oh my gosh, Axe, I kicked myself so hard when Zeta was like, make sure you're sleeping in the area, and I was like, sleeping? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, and let me justify, because it sounds terrible. I'm gonna get out of the screen. It sounds terrible for me to be like, I've been playing RTM a bunch, because I'm not streaming. And it's like, how can you play and not stream? How dare you? Also, it implies that I have a bunch of free time, which I don't. So here's what's happening. I am very strategically scheduling time to play games. And at the moment, RTM is scratching the itch. I started building and I couldn't stop. I finally got the tower destroyed. It took forever. And I've been building and I've been enjoying it. So here I am doing this. And so, and good thing, because it's now inspired me to just be like, you know what, let me live stream. I'll just show them what I did, and like, we'll just be chill about it. No big deal. So it's the inspiration, the time, there's time for a stream this week. And then also I have something to share. So it works out. But, I don't know if you guys struggle with time management and, or kind of like doing what you need to do, kind of the discipline of life. And something that I'm trying for the first time is I schedule everything, I make plans. That's how I function. So what I'm trying to do, instead of bombarding myself with all the stuff I don't want to do and shoving that into a schedule and being like, you have to get this done, and just being very kind of just hardcore about it, I'm actually scheduling, in addition to the things that need done, I'm scheduling leisure time. I'm making a place for it, because what happens to me, and maybe you guys can relate, is that I like to chill. I like to chill hard. I like to sit down and drink a cup of coffee. I like to sit down, drink a cup of coffee, and play a video game, or read a book, or just kind of hang out on my phone and, you know, scroll YouTube shorts or whatever. I like to chill. And so what happens is, when I make a schedule that's just full of to-dos and responsibilities and obligations, especially stuff I don't want to do, I get overwhelmed, and then the moment I sit down to like relax, I just kind of throw in the towel. Because why would I could just sit here and play games and drink coffee. Why would I get up again and keep doing my thing? So I am actually making special space for leisure, for gaming, for treats, for whatever. So I scheduled in, so this week was my spring break, and I had a ton of stuff to do this week. We'll talk about it, because why not? And what I did for the first time is I scheduled Monday, my very first day off. I said, you know what? Monday's gonna be my fun, chill day. The only thing I'm gonna do on Monday is clean my apartment. That takes me a couple of hours, and it was like my activity. So I was making sure to have some kind of like physical exertion scheduled every day this week. And so for Monday, it was clean the apartment. I have a 3-story townhouse, so there's plenty of stairs, and then obviously I do the whole thing. I mean, I'm wiping down, you know, scrubbing all the bathrooms, I'm cleaning the showers, cleaning the toilets, changing the beds, vacuuming, you know, in addition to just cleaning up clutter and stuff. So it's a hardcore clean. So I'm like, okay, so Monday I have to have an activity, and I can get the apartment clean, and then it's done, and I don't have to think about it for the rest of the week. So that was the only thing, that was the only work that I did for Monday, and then the rest of the day was literally dedicated, it was scheduled to just relaxing and doing whatever I felt like doing. So I got some yummy food, I think I watched some TV, I definitely played some video games, and all of that. So Monday was that. And then for the rest of the week, it was like, okay, well, where's my mix? Where's my blend? I still have lots of other things to get done. So what I kind of fell into, and this is kind of traditionally me when I'm off work, is that I wake up, I make my coffee, and I just want a game. And it used to be Animal Crossing all the time, right? So I would get up in the morning, make my coffee, and I'd just play Animal Crossing and just be super chill about it. So I've given myself, I told myself I had to get out of bed at 8. I couldn't stay in bed later than 8 a.m. And I mean, it's been a little like, today I think was the only day that it was like after 9 o'clock I got out of bed, but there's reasons for that. So maybe not at 8, but basically I don't let myself stay in bed all morning. I get up, I make my coffee, and I get to game for like an hour or two, and then I've got to shut it off and do the next thing. So that being said, my gaming has been scheduled, and it's happening my early morning. So it's not something that I can easily stream. And it's also kind of my personal chill time right now in this time where I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. So it's literally built into the schedule. And then I would shut it down. I would eat some food, and then I would go into study mode, and we'll talk about what I've been self-educating, and focusing on a lot of other things. So I need to fill my time with other stuff. And then I've been, of course, lifting and trying to implement walking, and every day I've had some kind of activity, and then, you know, just other stuff going on. So anyways, long story, but that's what we're here for, right? We're here to just chat and to catch up. My trees didn't grow at all, and that makes me so sad. Okay, I'm gonna give it up because I want to show you guys this build, and it's not perfect anyways. It's not perfect, and it's not done. So I'm gonna give you like a bunch of disclaimers at the front of this tour. Be like, don't judge me too hard. I know Axe is going to, because he's gonna be like, that's not how you build things. That's not how you build things. Oh, speaking of, Axe, while you're here, if you were still here, no stress when you've got to take off and focus on the family. But individual random things. A fence, a piece of a fence, or a pillar, or what other things has it been? A beam that is anchored into a wall that I'm using as trim. Random things, I'll log into the game, say I did a bunch of building the day before, I log into the game the next morning, and some random thing will have shattered. And it's not a matter of, at least I don't think, it's not a matter of like support, because these aren't items that like need a foundation or anything. Like a single chunk out of a fence. Do we know about this? Is this a common issue? And is there any kind of like workaround or secret that you know of? Speaking of asking Axebeard questions about the game. Because stuff is just randomly like, so I just have to rebuild a piece of my fence. I've got to rebuild a pillar. Something fell apart. So, fair warning, first disclaimer for the tour. Random things might just be broken. A piece of a wall. Everything else is fine. It's just like one internal section just collapses on itself. Eat the lembas and shut up. That's how I'm approaching life right now, and that's how he's got to do it. That's how he's got to do it. My time management pretty much is constantly imploding on itself. I hear ya. I do the same thing. My phone alerts me in the evening when I'm supposed to start up my Steam Deck. Very nice. Yeah. Schedule it in. It's kind of like when it comes to, you know, being on a diet or in a calorie deficit or something. It's like, it doesn't make sense to exclude food that you like 8,000%. Because then you're just gonna be miserable, and then you're gonna end up like binge eating the thing that you're telling yourself you can't have. So I'm trying to find a balance, you know? It's a little late in life to figure this out, but I'm trying to find a balance of like implementing the good and putting the good into the mix and just building the structure with that in there, instead of it being all restriction and all work and all effort and no fun. Like, just put it in there, because that's what's gonna make it, you know, that's what's gonna make it work. Hopefully. I don't know. It's a new thing I'm trying. It's a new thing I'm trying. Durin's Tower is a big place. Takes a minute to load. If it takes too long and hits even a bit of a lag, something could break. Okay. It's a good sign that it's just one random thing. That means your build stability is good. I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for some judgment here. Okay, you guys. I think I'm ready to go. So let me figure out how this works again. There is that. I turned off gameplay audio. And I'm trying to decide, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, hold on, bear with me for a second. I'm just gonna put our background music in this scene, as you would call it, so that we can listen to some music that's not in-game music, because I'm not feeling that right now. Is it in here already? Hold on. Default mic source? Absolutely not. Desktop audio? No thanks. I don't have it in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna add it real quick. Audio input. Oh no, do I have to put, it's a media source, my bad. I know how to do this. Hold on. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's a little label, isn't that cute? Background music. This is a little inside, like, peek into how I don't know how to make a looping playlist in my video editor without having actual visuals attached to it, because it's not an audio editor, it's a video editor. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay, and then do you guys have background music? We're just gonna be chill. We're just gonna be chill about it. All right. All right. Let me know if that's working for you. Kerr says, ooh. Oh, yes. Ooh. Look. Ooh. The best thing to do is break your builds up. Don't connect everything with player-built floors. Doing so turns separate builds into a single build and makes stability checks more complex. Oh. Oh. Well, I definitely don't follow the rules, and I'm pretty sure all of this is just in-game floor. So here's the top of Durin's Tower. Let me give you guys some context here. So this is the tower. You guys know what's up. The crossroads is down there. Way down there. Ooh, way down there. And here's the top of the Endless Stair, which does in fact have an end. And this is where the tour is going to start. So you guys excited? You ready? Everyone paying attention? My buddies and I broke Durin's Tower really bad. It took me forever to break that tower down. I had to ask for help. All right, here we go. Door number 1. Here we go. And I will say, as I'm walking up and you guys are just like aghast at the beauty, nothing's really happened yet. This is not finished. It is not fully fleshed out. It's not fully fluffed. And there also may be changes that come. And also, I have a lot of trees in this build, and they are not all full grown, and I did what I could for you guys. You broke the whole region? I mean, that's what I did. I stripped this tower to the bare bones, like the developers were telling me to do, until there was nothing but, like, the stone you could not break. So I definitely destroyed the whole thing. Durin's Tower Zone is plenty broken. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I took it apart. I destroyed the whole thing. Okay, so here's our entrance. Is this pretty? It's so pretty. I love these big holly trees with the lights. My instinct, of course, was to feature as much of the kind of outdoor vistas as I could. So there's definitely walls or some enclosure going on, but you'll be able to see and enjoy the view just as well. Just as well. So yeah, and I went, oh, the failure. Look at the scaffold that's still up here. The scaffold that's still up here. The failure on my part. Oh no, I've ruined everything. I went hard and I've been waiting for the opportunity. See? See, this trellis is gone. For no reason. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this little piece of a thing will just be missing. I have been aching, itching, dying to use the coastal marble building set, where everything is this white marble, which is beautiful, and also the ancient building set. So I have been using a lot. So this is all going to be white marble goodness for you guys. But yeah, like, this one little thing is broken. It's stuff like this. It's these little details, and it just breaks my heart because I built it and it's obviously secure, but for some reason it just has to fall apart. Okay, so here's our entrance. Top of the tower. Hello. Big tree. Gotta love it. Built this all from scratch, you guys. I'm really proud of myself because, again, I destroyed everything that was in this area. All the existing towers, walls, floors, everything came down, and I rebuilt it from the bottom up. It does kind of look like Minas Tirith, doesn't it? I do love that about the white stone. It's very Minas Tirith-y. There was a part we had to de-furnace the whole build because stability completely broke. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a good angle. Should I take pictures and submit them to somewhere? Submit them to somewhere? Listen, my build, I build very differently than what I see other people doing. So I never feel like I should be sharing my stuff. This is so sad. This is so sad. The holly trees grow outside of the planters. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I love being able to grow them. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it's a little Minas Tirith-y. Okay, here we go. Up, up, up the stairs we go into a not-so-finished area. But here we go up here. Little featurette with our Durin statue. Which number he is, I have no idea. But yeah, all open, so you can still look around, you can still see everything. These big holly trees were the ones I was desperately trying to grow before I showed you guys. But, yeah, here it is. After Legolas got a hold of it, yes. I also, yeah, I acknowledge that this is not very dwarven. But I don't care. I don't care. I kind of have, I'll just give you guys the angle on the building here, since you can kind of see it from the outside. The outside, what a pain in the arse to try and finesse the details once I actually built the structure, like getting the outside of it to look like anything intentional instead of just like the patchwork on the other side of what I was actually building. Yeah, nuts. But yeah, I think I'm going to, I have like fantasies about building certain areas of the mines, or the mountain, I should say. So I'm gonna have very dwarven areas, but this is just, I wanted to use the white coastal marble. Like I said, I've been waiting and waiting for the opportunity to do that. And this was my opportunity to go for it, so I did. So yeah, it's very green, lots of non-dwarven elements here, but it's okay. It's okay, it's just a video game. This is an unfinished space. These things probably will not stay in here, but this ended up being a built space. Windows, lots of windows, so you can see what's going on. All right, we'll keep going. I gotta figure out what to put in there. So yeah, these pillars here are the ancient pillar build set. There's a couple of variations. These are obviously decayed a bit. They're a little distressed, but they're the nicer set. There's one that's a little bit rougher, a little more stone, a little less smooth, but I went with these pillars to put up the wall. Obviously got to fill this space in here, but here's our next level of stairs. Coming up into one of my favorite areas. I just love all the lattice work in this area. This came out really pretty, and I wanted to build off of this as much as I could. Here's our beacon. You guys will remember how destroyed and sad and dark and forbidden this place was when we first got here. So here's the beacon we couldn't light because my game was super bugged. All my storage chests, we don't need to go in here, but you can imagine I have a lot of fat stacks of materials in here. That I've been using to build. Look at the moon. Isn't that so fun? Isn't that so fun? So yeah, this is going on up here. I love this. I love this. And you can look down on that area down there as well. Super nice. All right, guys. Here we are. The building itself. Details that still need to be worked out. But I'll give you a little peek. Here's where a very weird inspiration struck. This hallway, and actually I'll go this way. I visualized this hallway very hard in my brain, and I don't know why. I was like, you know what? I just want a white marble hallway that's just very palatial and ornate and super cool. So these floors right here are stunning. They are the ancient build set again. So this marble is actually polished versus the kind of rougher finish you can see, like maybe the floor under the statue here. This is actually called polished floor tile, but the one I'm standing on is the ancient, and boy is it actually like lacquered and smooth and shiny. So I have used this ancient floor through most of this build. Hey Kathleen, welcome in. Nice to see you. Because it's stunning, it's beautiful, it's palatial, and I love it. The only problem is it is a single 9-tile chunk. There is no smaller bit, so you kind of just have to do your best with the full tile and see if you can make it work. But yeah, this hallway I wanted to build so bad. I visualized it in my head, not necessarily the details, but I just wanted a long, pearly white corridor. And that is what I have, and it actually wraps all the way around the build, and this is where I started. I started on the perimeter, and then I built inwards, because I kind of knew what I wanted to do. Now, this is a really sad reality. Here's a little bit of a balcony. I've got to work on this floor for real. There is nothing underneath here. It's just floor. There's no supported structure. And then this leads down to the situation down here. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. But this is a little outlet here on this side. And then this hallway, again, continues to wrap around. I might as well have a little swift abac to keep us going here. And then, yeah, I just filled in the details as it felt right. So I alternated, obviously, these potted plants with the Durin statues. Lots of candles here. I forgot to show you guys the details. So I placed the simple candelabra inside all of these windows. It took me forever to figure out what to put in the window gaps here because I didn't want it to just be empty and sad. So it doesn't give a lot of light. So I have other light sources in this hallway, but the detail is that the candle is inside of that window. And then of course we've implemented a lot of greenery. And yeah, I know. I can't tell you. This is amazing, thank you. Good to hear you. I know, here I am. I'm alive. All is well. Tell me something good, Kathleen. Tell me anything, really. We gotta catch up. But it can't be done. It can't be done. It can't be perfect. There's no way. I effed with this floor for hours and hours and hours trying to make it all perfectly flush and all perfectly even. And here's the thing. I destroyed everything in this area, which meant I had a completely blank slate, and I was trying to build my symmetry with this blank slate. And it just cannot be done. So there are moments in this build where there are sacrifices because I was done. I was done. I literally laid this floor like as a rotation, wrapping it tile by tile. I went around this perimeter to lay this floor at least 4 times, and I could not get it perfectly even with none of this other stuff like influencing how it locked. Like nothing but these tiles, these 9-tile floor paths. So it's just, it can't be done. So I gave up. I gave up. And this is what we ended up with, and I think it's fine. There's just gonna be imperfections, for sure. So that was my hallway. I visualized that in my head and I said, man, I need to build that hallway. I just need to do that, so I did. Now, here's the interior bottom floor, and there's a lot going on in here. And I have tried, you guys, to handle the lighting, and the game, the mechanics of the game is just that if you're not in the space, it's in shadow. I can't fix it. I've put so many lights in this area that this should all be illuminated all of the time, but it's so dark over there because my player is just not over there. So there's nothing I can do about it. I've done the best that I can. Kathleen says, school is going good, and you're almost done for the semester. Huzzah. I am on spring break this week. It is Friday for me, so I've been enjoying the time off. But yeah, so here's the bottom floor of, I don't even know what this is. I'm not going to call it Duran's Tower. But we've got another beautiful lit holly tree here in the middle. We surrounded it with some more greenery. Again, I laid this beautiful floor, this glossy, lovely... Oh, I gotta fix this. This can be fixed. This can be fixed. Now, I will tell you, when you are trying to lay floor first, and your floor ends up having that foundational piece underneath it, that little foundation block, and then you try to put something like a pillar on top of it, the pillar will not build because of the foundation block underneath the floor. So I have had to break the floor to place items. It's absurd. It's absurd. But yeah, I built this entire floor. It was just a big flat open space, and then I knew that I wanted to have like a elevation in the middle, and then I wanted staircases to come off of it. So that's what I did. So I built this. I did like a little measurement tricks like we do in Animal Crossing. I actually used this trellis fence to measure the distance between all four walls so I could find the actual middle of the building, the proper center, and then I built this elevated floor in the middle of it. And here that is, which is super fun. So yeah, this whole build, it's very, it's just a big open space that's all very much the same. It's very Faith, and that the, oh, I need to put a light here. I'm missing my little amber lamp. This is a desperation move. I don't think this is particularly aesthetic, but I'm trying to bring light into these shadowy spots. And one of the ways I found was like, oh, let me put a little amber lamp in that gap in that woodwork on the side of the stairs. So, sorry, I had to do that real quick. But yeah, so it's just an empty open floor. Am I gonna put tables and chairs in here? Like, I don't know. It's not finished. I'm not sure how I'm gonna build this out. I'm not sure how it's gonna function in the end. Mostly it's just decorative right now. But yeah, so this arrangement, this fencing, this greenery, these lights, everything, the beams, they just wrap around in this big open space. And then we have our upper floor, which you guys can clearly see. It's starting to feel a little bit like a dwarven hotel up here. We've got rooms that I built, and you can't see them super well because it's dark in here and I don't have any lights inside of here, but guys, I did it. I used the ceiling pieces, like these arched ceiling pieces. They are the biggest pain in the arse because there's something about this game I just don't understand, and it's the fact that pieces can lock together, but they do not lock true. You can, like, in the scale of the build, you can, like, be inches off, and your pieces are still locking together, but they're not flush. They're not actually in the... So building these rooms, which will be furnished eventually, I had to rebuild this perimeter around this room, like, 18 times. It came to a point where it was just like, I know I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna build some walls, I'm gonna, like, do this thing, and I'm just gonna have to rebuild it as I go. I'm gonna have to go around this room multiple times and replace every wall and every ceiling piece until everything clicks together. So that's what I did. They actually got built, which is nuts. So those are the rooms. Now, the ones that have torches in front of them, there's something weird going on inside of them, so I'm not going to show them to you. It could be that there's a hearth in there, which probably isn't going to stay, maybe is going to stay, I'm not sure. But these are supposed to be rooms. I did also have a big problem with pillars like this, which these you can see are placed very awkwardly, but I really just needed to seal the corners, and I couldn't be perfect with how the pillars were rotated or placed or kind of put. So anyways, pillars like this that have these toppers up here, I wasn't really measuring. I was kind of measuring, but not super hard. And so the top of the pillar would punch through the floor on this level in some of these rooms. And I can't even, I did this on purpose because I'm not allowed to go into this room. But, oh no, am I stuck now? Wait, am I stuck? Let me out. I've kind of figured out how to break the crown of the pillar so it doesn't show through the floor, and then kind of like pretend that the pillar is still solid on the bottom floor. And maybe I'll show you what I mean. I'm sure it doesn't make a lot of sense when I say it that way. But yeah, all the rooms are about the same. They are almost the same in like measurement and diameter. The reason there is this weird extra level here is because this was the top of the existing perimeter of the tower main level, I guess. Here's an example. This piece sticking out of the stairs right here, this is the top of a pillar that's downstairs. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna break it. And then downstairs there's gonna be a gap, right? From where the middle shaft of the pillar is to the ceiling, there's gonna be a gap now. So we'll have to go fix that. I'll show you kind of how I've been finagling it. But this is the outside perimeter right here. This is where the structure of the actual tower ends that exists in-game. And then I'm building beyond it. So when we look at the building from the outside, you'll see that there's kind of a ledge that's kind of built out. And so this was happening. It could have been deeper, maybe. I'm not sure how much I could have gotten away with. But just per the progression of the build, this is what needed to happen. If I made this floor flush and took the stairs out, it just wouldn't work. I promise it wouldn't work. So anyways, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna make it we're gonna make it make sense when we actually start to build these rooms. Where are my stairs? Where are my stairs? But basically to extend the floor beyond this point that I'm standing on right now. And when I was doing it, I had to build the stairs to extend it further. Okay? Point of story. Me and my hotels, I know. Well, it's so weird because I don't know what this building is. Like, is this a place where, like, it doesn't have a lore, it doesn't have a purpose. So it feels palatial, it's a bit palacey, which is what I wanted, obviously. But yeah, so working on that. And then see these little gaps here? That's too bad. Too bad. Because I probably spent 45 minutes trying to place these pieces, these curved ceiling, the arched ceiling pieces up above, to try and place them perfectly from the inside, because they have to line up on the inside. I'm not focused on the outside. But say I were to shift this piece over a little bit to the right so that that crack was sealed, there would then be a gap on the other side of the piece. So it's like too bad. It's too bad. And I'm gonna do more with basically these walls. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna bust out, if I'm just gonna do more greenery along here, if I'm gonna do some of those fancy golden walls or you know what, but like this is gonna get more intricate, so I'm hoping that as I decorate, these little imperfections will be less obvious. Thank you, Cursed. Cursed doesn't see a gap. She doesn't see a gap, she sees perfection. Okay, so that's literally it, you guys. It's just a couple of levels. I'm kind of disappointed how short the tour is because I've been working on it for days. Couple hours at a time. But yeah, so that's what we have going on. This right here, this gap between the stairs and the floor, too bad. We tried to fix it. We tried to fix it for like 2 hours. Too bad. It's just too bad. It's just gonna be there. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. Back out of our main entrance here. Oh, we've got to find that pillar that I broke and then fix that. There it is right there. Easy. Okay, so now we have this gap, right? So let's see if I can do this. Now that you guys are watching, I won't be able to do it. So you have to like convince the piece that like it's fine. It's fine to not actually fit the way it's supposed to. So you just have to take your time, use your joysticks, use your D-pad. And then when you actually get it to hit the ceiling and it's flush enough with the base of the pillar, you've got to go for it and accept it. So yeah, there's a little bit of a seam there. That pattern is a little bit disrupted, but I faked it enough. There's some better example. That one actually turned out pretty good. Like this example up here, this like maybe an inch below the ceiling there, you can see that cut. That cut is a little bit more egregious there. But yeah, that's what I've had to do, is like figure out how to have the pillars be complete on this floor while not protruding into the floor of the upper layer. if that makes any kind of sense. And then, yeah, this is what's going on the outside. And I had to build a scaffold all the way around the building so that I could place the wooden beams that are framing that layer that I told you guys is kind of jetting over the actual perimeter of what the base of the tower was. So I've extended that floor so that those rooms are a little bit bigger. So that's actually coming out overhead. This is what I'm talking about. I know you guys understand. Oh, look, there's a little gap. Hold on, let's fix that. Wait, but it's a... Wait. Why does that look so different? Do you guys see it? I need to put something up there anyway. Can we do something about that? Let's see. Can I do... I did say building and tours, right? I didn't just say tours. I was like, yeah, we're gonna build. Can we cover this up? This gap has been bugging me forever. Will you snap to whatever's going on over there? Or do we have to, like, fake it till we make it here? And just do it this way. Please? There you go. There you go. Let's just cover it up. And then I gotta figure out something to put on the edge of this, on the outside edges, so it doesn't look so weird. Are you not gonna snap now? There you go. Yeah, we'll just cover that up so you can't see the inconsistency. And then we gotta put something along this edge, because that also feels very obvious, but we'll figure that out. Maybe I can just put something, let's see, what would make sense? I've adopted mixing in some of the lodge wood, even though the lodge wood is a very different color. Like, it's a different tone altogether. That's a little repetitive. Maybe we should do the decorative one. It's so red. And then the other wooden items that I'm actually here for are more of like a less warm brown. But I've been incorporating these. It's not enough. It's not enough. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. But okay, so my pillar is fixed that we broke. And then, yeah, you guys, that's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. Look at the view. Oh my gosh, look at the view. Gotta love it. I saw something about, the mirror. Ever have I longed to stand on the shore, but I'm forever doomed to gaze from thee from afar. Yeah. Yeah. The autumnal trees? Oh, the white tree of Gondor? Yeah. It's a lovely thing. You've got to trade for it. With the Gondor trader, no less. Yeah, these are cool. I like have mixed feelings about them. I can't because of the lamp. I can't because of the lamp. But yeah, they're nice. I want them in more places. And like I said, this build is not done. I was struggling to grow the trees. The joke about my dwarf never getting sleep is that I wasn't sleeping, I was just eating limbus and building every time. And so the trees were not growing and I didn't understand why. So there's a lot of space around the trees because I had Afghan lamps and everything out here trying to grow these things in desperation. And all I needed to do was take a nap and it was the difference. But yeah, and then we're gonna fill in any kind of big blank open spaces like this. I'll figure that out. We'll get it more intricate, but yeah. This is what we've got going on at the Tower of Durin. Check it out. It looks pretty cool. And then do you guys notice on the corners of the building, for reasons that will remain unshared, I actually put trees up there on all of the corners. Because you know how like a castle has turrets and stuff? I was like, well, what can I put to like highlight the corners? Because I can't build on them the way I want to because symmetry doesn't exist no matter how much I try to make it. So yeah, I planted trees on the corners up there and kind of built that top floor around them. So all the corners have a little tree arrangement. But yep, that's my Tower of Durin build that I've been working on for the past week. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks good. It's only starting. It's only in its infancy. It'll grow. It'll get better. And then yeah, I've other than I don't know where I'm going right now. I guess to close the doors. Or to do a little recap of the entrance. I need to go back up to my my map stone. Or I need to wrap my brain around what I still need done. So you guys see how there's a Durin's lamp on top of that pillar on the right, but there's not one on the left. I still want to put more things. That's why there were scaffolds up there. There's also a planter on top of this smaller pillar. I was planning to put more things on top of this wall set here, this frame, because it just, you can see it so clearly that I wanted to fill it in a bit. And I was gonna put Durin's lamps and stuff, so maybe we could work on that. Oh, of course it is. Yeah. Maybe we can work on that, because I did say building. Yeah, I did say building. And I'm trying to think, so the rooms, we could maybe try and, like, decorate the rooms. That still needs to get done. But, like, you can't fall down. And here's the other thing, too. I had to build around the mountain. So these walls, obviously, if you fall behind the wall, that's bad news, bears. Because you might have something... You might have something on the other side that you need to not destroy. Yeah, not so. Okay, so... Oh, and there's a piece of wood over there, too. Alright, we gotta rebuild the thing I just broke down. So yeah, it'll be like Animal Crossing, where I'm like, what do I still need to work on in this build? Let's just take it and see. So, I was thinking of doing... Yeah, don't fall, I know. Inside the gap and then have to break the walls to get out. I was playing with the idea of using the vine-clad trellises along the kind of straights of this wall, but I feel like that's gonna be... Oh, darn it. Too much. I feel like that's gonna be too much. Can I put a rope ladder on there? Oh no, that's way too high. So I think I'll just use toppers on the little pillars, and I think that'll be enough. So yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I am playing Return to Moria, and we received a developer update announcement thing. Free range is done with this game. They have said there's going to be no more DLC, there's going to be no more updates, no more patches, no more fixes. Oh no! I broke the whole thing! They're not gonna do anything else with it. And because this is a gaming channel, it's absolutely okay. Are they? I didn't see that update yet. Cursed. Bad news, bears. I hate to be the one to tell you. Free range has kind of washed their hands of Return to Moria, which has a lot of people, for obvious reasons, very unhappy. I'm still myself, and I don't feel entitled that they owe me anything else. I do know some of the creators were a little put out because they felt like they'd been advertising the game and advertising that, like, you know, still promoting the game and game sales, when the assumption was, oh my gosh, too many walls. The assumption was that updates were going to continue to happen. So it was kind of like, yeah, the game's not perfect. Yeah, there's still some bugs. Yeah, there's still some issues, especially with the Durin's folk side of things. So I know some people are very put out because they were telling their own communities that, like, updates were going to continue to happen. I don't know, and I would have to go back and look and listen. I would have to listen to, like, the most recent Forge Talks, and I would have to go look at the blog posts, because did they ever actually say they were going to keep working on this game in 2026? Like, was that an announcement that they said? We assumed it. We just assumed it because those were the conversations we were having, right? Which was like, oh gosh, yeah, we got these, like, this patch is coming, there's all these bugs with Durin's folk, and, you know, this isn't working and that's not working. So I think there was some assumptions going on. Did they actually tell us they were going to do something, or are we assuming that they were going to do it? So are they kind of in the wrong, or are they not? I would have to go back and, like, check. But regardless, myself personally, I'm not entitled, I'm not owed, but this game is not finished. This game is definitely not finished. It needs more work. It needs a lot more fixes. It needs a lot more things to happen before I think it's in a finished state where you can kind of walk away with it. Now, here's the thing. They don't want to make new content. They don't want to make any more DLC. Cool. Got it. Sure. Your prerogative. That's your work. That's your team. That's your money. That's your time. No more new content? Okay, fine. But, like, the game's not finished. The game is not finished. And I don't even engage, like, I don't really play the Durin's Folk expansion. I don't engage with that side of things. For this save file, this is actually still my original save file. This is Bjorn, my very first dwarf, which is where all my building has happened. So this is the save file where, like, my Dwarf Delph is built out and, like, all of that. But, I hadn't unlocked everything, and I needed some recipes. So I went to get the geode recipe, I went to get the White Tree of Gondor recipe, the cookware, and I think it was... There was maybe another building set I hadn't unlocked yet. I think it might have been the Coastal Marble building set, and I knew I wanted it for this build. So I've used the trading post to get those things, but like, I don't hang out in my delving. I don't want to hang out in my delving. The NPCs drive me insane. So like, people though who are still really engaged with the Durance folk element of it though, are left with a very wonky situation as far as like how that's working and also not working at the same time. So that's unfortunate. I don't love that for those players. You know, it just sucks. It just sucks, but I get it. Well, probably North Beach is the culprit in my guess. Really, why would the publisher want to make less money off of the game? Like, would the publisher tell the team? Because here's the thing. Another issue with the creator team, not only that creators have felt like they've promoted the game and now they feel a bit betrayed about it, but they think that there's only one game. There's only one game that this developer and this publisher is ever gonna work with, and that's just not true. Free Range is going to make other games. North Beach Games is going to publish other games. I know this for a fact. I've talked to Sean, and he mentioned the title of something there's some project in the works. So if you're part of the North Beach Games creator program like I am, it should kind of be understood that like they're going to publish other games. It's not just a singular game. It's not an insular company. That's not kind of how that stuff works. And that's what Free Range said. They're like, hey, we're gonna back off of RTM and we're gonna work on other projects that we want to work on. So that's kind of what they're saying the reason is behind kind of the let go of it as well. So yeah, so that being said, there's no reason, I guess, to assume that North Beach is responsible, because North Beach is just making money off of it. Like, they have nothing to do with the creative process, so far as I know. You could tell me I'm wrong though, because I'm wrong about a lot. That's kind of on them. Then you should never assume games will continue to receive updates. Yeah, JP said maybe 26 would be the year of the goat. Yeah, did he say maybe though? Or did he promise? Because I get the frustration, but like, did they promise? Did they tell us this was going to happen? Or did they like reference potential things without making promises? Because I will say something that's been, people get very frustrated about this team is that they don't communicate everything. And the reason they don't communicate everything is because they don't want to make empty promises. The reason why they don't overshare and tell everybody everything that's going on all of the time is because they don't want to give false information, because they're not sure how things are going to pan out. So they're actually pretty careful about what they share and what they don't. So I remember the Forge talk you're talking about, because people kept bringing up the goat, which is like crazy. And so they were like, yeah, not this year, this was last year, I think, before Christmas. They're like, yeah, not this year, maybe next year. I believe that he said maybe, Thunder. Yeah. But like, that's not a promise. That's not a promise. That's just not, that's not a promise. I personally can't attach an entitlement to that, because they said maybe this thing will happen. Like, it sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm sitting here saying this game isn't finished. And if it was me, and I don't know what their reasons are, if it was me and I had the means to continue to at least polish this game, I would do that. Instead of saying like it's done, I would finish it off and then just say, okay, now we're done. Like, now there's no new content coming. But yeah. Let's see. I've stopped engaging because the delving and NPCs just weren't it for me. Okay, fair. I'm not against having NPCs in the game, but I don't know if they were integrated in the best way. People are saying Durance Folk with its issues kind of sunk it financially. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder. But like, everybody bought it though. That's the thing, is like, how did they lose money if everybody bought it? Like, you wouldn't know it was broken unless you bought it, right? Unless you bought it to play it. I mean, maybe people were turned off. I mean, there's potentially sale losses, let's be fair. Because it was made known that it wasn't working pretty quickly. So yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. See, that's the thing. I'm not assuming that they promised to keep working on this game forever. And I'm not gonna assume, because I don't know. It's a theory. It could cost a lot to fix Durance Folk. Yeah, well, for sure. for sure. But that's the thing is, like, they have the bones of it. Like, it's there, it's functional. It just needs finessing. But that's another thing I shouldn't assume. I also shouldn't assume that I know how much work and money and time and all of that takes. You know what I mean? But yeah. So my whole thing is, like, I'm not entitled. They own the property. It's their project. It's their money. It's their time. So on and so forth. I'm not entitled to anything. But it is a bummer, and I disagree with the declaration that the game is finished, in the sense that, like, it's working well enough, which I think was in one of the posts that I read. They said, we feel like the game is in a good place and we hope you agree, or something like that. And I don't. I don't, you guys. I don't agree. I don't agree. The free range team seem too passionate to just give it up like this. Yeah, I don't know. I would almost assume, and it is an assumption, another theory, let's be clear, because again, I don't know anything for real. I bet all of the backlash from Duran's folk, like, could have just broken their spirit, honestly. Because people were so, like, upset. And I get it, I get why. But, like, can you imagine putting that much time and work and love and passion into something, and then, you know, yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, obviously there were issues with it, but, like, people were not nice. They were not nice. People were really, really upset. Like, oh, this doesn't work. And, like, I did it. I streamed it, and I was like, this is bugged. Like, these things aren't working. I don't love this. Like, I was definitely there with, like, negative feedback. But I wonder if, like, Duran's folk broke the team. Yeah, that message sounded like corporate BS. Cover your ass talk to me. Don't come for faith, lol. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it was... They were saying this, you know, and that's their official statement, is it's good enough for them. And that's fine. That's fine if it's true. But it's just, you know, if it's true for them, that is. If that's how they actually feel, that's fine. But, like, it's not. It's not. It needs work. And this is coming from somebody who, like, you know, like, usually, like, it's sad that things don't work, but I'm usually pretty adamant about, like, life is hard, we don't always get what we want, and we've got to be adults about it and move on with our lives. But yeah. So anyways, it's official. Free Range has put down Return to Moria, and they pretty much said the only thing that they will engage with is if there is significant, like, if there's basically, if the game's on fire, they will try and help. They'll try and fix it to support, you know, it being live and all that good stuff. But that was kind of it. No new content, no more bug fixes, no more patches, all that jazz. And yeah, womp womp, sad day. The sad history of Tolkien games is that most get nuked by greedy corporations, other than the Lord of the Rings Online for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, actually, I should use this as an opportunity. Wait, hold on. Is that gonna look weird? If I take the beam, if I take the post, rather, all the way up to the beam, I feel like it'll connect the two pieces, but I feel like that messes up the formatting of the rest of the trellis. Am I being dramatic? Let's see. Let's see how bad it actually is. So yeah, unfortunate, but here's the thing. The reason I started building in this game is because I started to play the campaign over again a couple weeks ago. So yeah, so Cursed, I hear you that, like, you're not that into the NPCs and all of that. And I will say something I discovered that makes me genuinely happy. Starting a new campaign, it's still just as engaging. It's just as rewarding to, like, build your base, to go through and, you know, hit your steps and defeat your enemies and collect your resources. Like, all that stuff is still there. It's not gone. And I discovered, because I wasn't sure how it was going to work, if I don't make a delving with a delving stone or a rally stone, the 4 hashtag spoiler alert if you don't want to know anything about the Duran's Folk expansion. I don't know who's gonna care at this time, but the 4 dwarves that you rescue in the front of the campaign, they just live in the ether. You can rescue them and you don't have to put them in your base. Like, if there's not a delving and it's just your base, the way we used to just build our bases and, like, transition between them, and, like, as we progress through the mines, you, like, they just live in the hereafter. So you can rescue them and then they just go away. You don't have to engage with them. So there was a point where I was playing a campaign where I rescued the first one, and I was like, oh shoot, I've got to make a delving so they have somewhere to go, and I kind of did it, and then it was still annoying because they're not really useful until you get a good group of them, and then they're only useful for making trade goods, in my opinion. Like, they're not actually good for mining, they're not good for salvaging, they're not good, like, none of that stuff is really that helpful. But you need them to make your trade goods so you can unlock your new stuff. So that's kind of the only... So I'm trying to establish... Here's what I want to do in my file. Probably not Michael delving. I'm probably going to transition out of that area. But I want to have a delving, maybe in the Desolation. I put all 21 NPCs in there. And there's just like a little city. There's just like a little city where people live. And I'm practicing this right now. It's not going perfectly. But give them a cook. Give them a brewmaster. And basically make them self-sufficient to exist, and so they can just kind of exist. But like, I don't necessarily need them for anything. So again, in this game, I have unlocked every recipe that I need, that I want from a trader. So I don't have to engage with any more of that additional content. Now it's more like, how do I make the NPCs like part of the story as I'm rebuilding the mines? So I think the only reason it's not working to make them self-sufficient if you give them a brewmaster and a cook is because if they don't eat the meals, the cook is still making the wrong amount of meals. And this is something that people are talking about in the Discord. Like, no, you guys need to fix it still, because the cooks are still not cooking the right quantities. And so, as you guys know, if food goes bad, it sits on the table, and you can't make new food until that table is cleared. So I think, and I'm not really babysitting them, so nobody's dying or anything, but I've gone back to my delving to like get materials and stuff, and like the meal table will have rotten food on it, and I have to go clear that. The cook doesn't clear it. I have to clear that so that the cook can continue to cook for the other dwarves. So I'm not sure how to work around that. Like, do I make 18 billion meal tables just so when they start to get full of rotten food, the cook can still make more food? Or what? But basically, if you even have one meal that's gone bad sitting on that table, that meal table can no longer be used. So anyways, my plan for my NPCs, like I said, is just to go ahead and make them self-sufficient, give them the roles that they need to like be taken care of. They need a cook, they need a brewmaster, and they're just gonna wake up and go to sleep. And, you know, maybe I'll build a couple of delve chests and just make everybody a salvager so they can walk around the Desolation, like pick stuff up and, you know, all that stuff. But once you've finished, I have not topped out the level of my delving yet. I don't even remember what the final level is, like 6 or 7 or something. I haven't actually like achieved a fully fledged delving yet. So they do, if I want to do that, and that's more like a checkbox than something you necessarily need to do in the game for any kind of progression or item. I need to give them stuff to do so that they can establish their pride from their job well done and go put that in the delve stone so that the delving will continue to level up. So I might fight for that, but at the same time, I'm thinking of relocating my delving, which is also an issue because you can't technically move your delve stones or your monuments. So it's going to be interesting to see how things flesh out, but that's gonna come. But yeah, that's my plan for my guys. Is like, I'm gonna build them a little city. I kind of want to build it over in the Desolation because I've wanted to restore that area for a really long time, and it's just never made sense to go do that. And then I got the tower and I got excited to build out here, so I did that instead. So next stop will be the Desolation, I think, and then I'll try to move my guys over there. And then I can't remember who was telling me if it was the Delving Dwarf in the Discord. Oh, I've got to get rid of this. Okay, I got to get rid of the tree. Got to get rid of this post. That doesn't look too bad, right? Just taking the post all the way up so it's all linked together. Ooh, and then I can do the thing. I can do the thing. I can do the thing. Will this fit? Will this do what I want it to? Not really. Is this a better option though? I want there to be more detail up here. Here's what I'm gonna do. Very, very carefully. Here's the thing too, when you build a lot, when you start to break stuff, you've got to be so careful, because if I break the wrong thing, my whole building is gonna come crashing down. I think I want to use this piece, so I'm gonna have to build the bigger post. And that's fine. So let's place this first. Yeah. And then we'll tie it all into that. And then I'll fix the beam. The beam won't stay behind it. We'll do something else. But yeah. I gotta do the bigger post, because that's the one that this is building off of. What was I talking about? Yeah, I want to rebuild the desolation and do all of that, but I came here first. There you are. It's like, where is my bigger post? Uh-oh, lol. Yeah. Very, very careful. Gotta be very, very careful. Oh, is it gonna sink all the way in? Fine, I'll do it the hard way. I don't know if it will, attach the way I want it to. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we have that. And then I'll build, let's put this trellis back. Go ahead. Interlock, it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I want that little arch piece in the corner. I like that a lot. The build thing, yeah. Yeah, I wish it was bigger. What is that called? Do you guys know what that's called, that corner piece? There's a word for it. Joanna Gaines taught it to me. Off of her TV show, but I don't remember what it was. So yeah, we'll just do the bigger one. This needs to be more grand over here anyways. So even though this is not the same post that I'm using everywhere else, it's fine. It's fine. And then let's get rid of that very, very carefully. I don't necessarily want to do... Because if I do this, then it's just going to get consumed in the lattice. You won't even see the detail. How do I... What do we do to fill this, you guys? Any ideas? I want to say cornice, but that's wrong, I think. I think I see the word. It's on the tip of my brain. Yeah. I don't think it's a cornice either, but... Yeah, it's called a crown in here, but there's like there's a word for it. I'm glad you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's not a valance. A valance is a curtain. Something like that, though. Cursed. I think you're onto it. What do I do? Oh, the one on the right is higher, too. This game hates me. Oh well. It can't be perfect. It can't. You just have to accept— What gap? What? It can't be perfect. You just gotta live with it. What will this look like? That, like, completely distracts from the thing. Should I just do... Any... Can we do, like, a really thin, accidentally thin representation? So it just kind of... It doesn't hide the thing. Wait, please, you gotta lock with the other one. Please. Oh, it's buried so deep in that wall. Please. That's not the worst thing that ever happened. That was accidental. That's not bad. I can live with that. You can still see the detail of the arch thing in the corner. But, yeah, we just smash the trellis into the wall and, yeah, secrets. Curse doesn't hate it? I don't hate it either. I wish I could be more strategic with where the vines fall, but life is life. And then we put the trees back. We put the, Curse favorite trees back where they were. If I can do it correctly. Ah! And then that fills in the sides. And you can still see the thing. Okay, well that's better than it was. I'll settle for that for now. I'll settle for that for now. Alright, do we want to try to decorate a room? I don't know if I have all the materials for that. Let's go to Michael Delving. Let's go get some like troll hide and stuff. because I don't think I have materials up here for like furniture and stuff yet. So yeah, this still exists. I did, because I went and did some stuff with the trading post to get the recipes I wanted. I did get a new level. You guys can see that, that row up here that doesn't have any Musnakan on it. So I am now at level 6. So 7. 7 is your top level of your delving. So I haven't achieved level 7 yet. And I need them to work and develop pride in their work, deposit it here at the stone in order to continue to level up. And I can have 21 dwarves. What in the world would I do with 21 dwarves? I want to put them in the desolation. I want to build them a little city in the desolation. And then figure that out. And apparently... Is this a platform that I built? Was I smart and did I build the stone on a platform, or does it do that automatically? Hold on, let me look. Delving stone. Oh no, it comes with it. Oh, I didn't build that. It comes with it. Okay, so that's not like the one I can break and collapse the whole thing. And then like, do you start over then? Can I make another delving and just raise it to level 7 or something and figure it out? I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was going to say there was somebody in the Discord, I want to say it was the Delving Dwarf is the handle, was saying that I could like incrementally move this stone. Basically like build a platform a little ways away and build a new, I think build a new delve stone, and then when I destroyed this one, if it's close enough, it would automatically transfer the progress to the new stone. So like, can you imagine? I'm in the Westgate right now, like inch by inch trying to move the stone to the desolation. Vines, yes, you know you can make grass floor with vines. I have not tried that. I'm assuming you sink it. You sink the vines into the floor, which you can only do if, what did we come here for? Materials for furniture, right? I'll take scales. I'll take leather. I'll take all of this stuff. I don't think I need skulls. Oh my gosh, look at all this wood in my pockets. There's reasons for that. Remember I said I built a scaffold? That's what I needed all that wood for. Oh no, my wood pallets are gone. Oh, I need to show you that too. I need to show you. Actually, no, we're gonna take this wood back to the storeroom. Excuse me. While I cough. Excuse me. I need to show you guys my updated storeroom in the Dwaro Delph, because I worked on that too. So we'll do that instead, and then I can get my materials from there. Okay, so there's meals here that are not getting eaten. I'm gonna eat one. And is the table getting cleared? I don't know. But I do have a brewmaster for the first time. I don't know why I have 3 kegs, but you see these all have ale in them. And I will say this to you guys, for characters, NPCs like the brewmaster and the cook, they will pull from fat stacks. I wasn't sure because the fat stacks are modded if they would actually pull from these or if I'd have to break them down into smaller stacks, but they do, they pull directly from these. So this is the ingredients for evening ale, so my brewmaster is just making a bunch of it and keeping my dwarves nice and drunk, so I did enlist for them to take care of them. Because again, I'm trying to make them kind of self-sufficient. And then I'll make like a proper space for them to live, like a little city, and leave them there. Okay, mapstone. Why didn't my stomach get full? Do you guys see that my stomach is still empty? Did I not eat it? I swear I just ate a meal. Apparently I didn't. But yeah, so you can put the fat stacks from the warehouse in your brewmaster's thing and your cook's cabinet or whatever, and they'll pull from it. Which I wasn't entitled to, but I'm very happy about. Okay, let's go check out the updated storeroom in the Dwaro Delph. You guys are not going to remember what it originally was like. Cursed and Ara would remember that there was a top floor that was covered in wood and stone, because I had collected all of the wood and all of the stone in the entire game and put it on top of my little house or whatever. And I put it all up there on pallets so that I could see it. I could visualize it. But yeah, my storeroom has been a bit updated. We had a little storeroom, and I built up. That's all. I built up, and I just kind of made it a little more structured. Okay, so for reference, oh, lag. The Drow Elf, my beautiful built-out curse. That's your house right there on the bottom left. My lovely Drow Elf, which I've been tempted to utterly destroy and rebuild from the bottom up, but we need to not be dumb and do impulsive things. I wonder why there's a quick platform right there. I wonder. But yeah, so here's the Drow Elf. My house is over here on the right. You can see into it now a little bit because things changed. But yeah, so this is the staircase that comes off of the side here. You guys remember. So here's my one side of my house, which used to be completely just blocked off. Opened it out so I could get to the staircase. And this is the new storeroom. So it's not full, and it's not, I mean, this is no Lionheart's Grand Warehouse, okay? So like, I was not going that hard, but I was getting overrun, and I want to say that this is what I was overrun with. Yes, these bolts. Because fat stacks, friendly reminder, if you go to the warehouse and you bring back 999 plus, which I think is actually 20,000, you put it in a chest. If you break said chest with that fat stack inside of it, the fat stack itself explodes into the... It's still like, you shouldn't be able to carry 99 of these in a stack. I think 30 is the max, maybe 50. So it still breaks it into higher stacks, but this was one of those things where there was a fat stack inside of a chest. I broke the chest, and all of the bolts came flying out. So every single chest that you see, every puzzle box here, is full of those no-grod bolts, which are the strongest, best bolts you can get in the game for what it's worth. But yeah, I also did this with Lembus, and I have that over here. So here's the bottom floor of the storage room, and this used to be open. There used to just be like a balcony, basically, where I had wood and stone and everything, but this has been built into an entire floor. And over here is where I keep all of my food, and I am doing a little bit of that Lionheart design where I'm putting the in-game items that are associated with the materials in the space. So I have the oven and the stove in here because this is where I'm going to store all of my excess food. So what is in here? Okay, this is like random. Here's fat stacks of like these guys, and then some random collections of like meat and potatoes and stuff. Just extra that I have lying around. All of these chests back here, Lembus. Lembus bread. This was the first time this happened to me. I had gotten so much Lembus from the warehouse, and then I exploded it by breaking open a chest with fact stats in it. So all of these are full of Lembus bread, including this one in the front, and I'll just go ahead and grab this 9. Can I not? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, this is where my excess food would go. And I will say, even though there's a storeroom here in the Drow Elf, I have stockpiles of materials in a couple of different key locations. So this is not the only place. Okay, here's what I need. I need those materials for building. So this is a bunch of random... There's Abix down here. There's some armor. Here's extra. Muznakan are in there. Extra of all this. I mean, look, I have so much stuff, you guys. Yeah, okay, here. And I need this stuff too. So, I did end up downloading a file onto my computer that allows me access a server file for the warehouse. So I can access that at any time myself. What's in here? Oh, it happened with these two. Because she doesn't learn. She doesn't learn. There's a bunch of those. So cuttings are down here. It's okay. No worries. Okay, and then we added another floor. There's another level. Here's all my ingots up here. These are all my excess ingots. Now, these, I will say that these chests are not full. I have full pallets next to them so that I can identify what's in what really easily. So, like, my no-grod steel, I actually don't have any over here. But Shanor ingots, and then I'll probably have fat stacks and a few extra inside of the chest as well. The exploding fat stacks are funny. She really doesn't. She never learns. She never learns. Star metal, where is it? I don't know. But yeah, so ingots are on this floor. And then I have stone, adamant, granite. I need to put my coastal marble and my red clay brick up here. But yeah, that's the thing. Look at all this stone. So this is all stone, and then all of these are stone. And this is not a fat stack issue. There's just so much freaking rock in this game. That's all that means. And then up here is where I have all of the wood stored. So I have elven wood, ubasum wood, and iron wood up here. So this is where I was trying to come. This is where I got all this wood in the first place. So I don't want to drop it all because I do need this for building lodge items and other things. Oh, so how much of it do I want? You know, I should have emptied my pockets at the tower before we came here. Oh well. I do need some of that wood. I can't leave it all here. Alright, I don't need stone. There's plenty of that to go around. I need the materials that are downstairs. Ooh, I might need ingots, though. Do I have a fat stack of iron ingots at the tower? I don't know. And you know what else I haven't been able to build? The elven farm box. And she should definitely be in that build. She's very palatial. I also haven't built a welling spring yet. I don't have star metal ingots or Elbreth's blessing. But I, like, don't have any here either. Where's all my star metal? Is it at the delving? It might be at the delving. Maybe I'll put a metal worker to work and that's how we'll level up our delving. What was this? This was cuttings. I don't need cuttings. Okay, now give me stuff that's gonna help me build furniture. I think I have fat stacks of these. But I'll grab them just in case. I think. And then this is what I really need. Oh, and we need... What in the world? I need these guys. Because, yeah, we need to build bookshelves. We need to build all kinds of stuff. Okay. Tomes and scrolls. Leather. I don't remember what all the different furniture pieces require, but I don't want to grab duplicates. What do I need scales for? I only need scales for the, Well, no, because the skeleton, the bones are what you build the Drake bones are what you build the skeletons out of. What do we use scales for, guys? I don't even remember. I've got tons of soil dressing already over there for sure. I've obviously got, heroes tokens because I've built all those Durin statues. So really I just need troll hide. Drake bones I feel like are... Warg pelts, I don't want the rugs. I don't like them. I'm not going to do a fell beast head. I'm not going to do anything with skulls on it. This is not that build. I do, like I was saying, I do want to build in more areas in this, my original save file. So I'm going to build like a dungeon with all the skeletons and the hides and the heads and the trophies and all that. So like I'll make a like orc hunters outpost or something somewhere, but it's not here. It's not in my pretty palace on Durin's Tower. That's not where it goes. So I guess I just need troll hide for the troll hide furniture. Cause I don't... Yeah. Yeah, right? Right. We'll do all that because I am excited about the idea of utilizing all the different potential we have for different themes, if you will, of building in this. Very Animal Crossing. There's different themes. So this is, you know, this whole city is still the gray granite. It's very much a color scheme. It's got some wood implemented in all of that. And then I've got my nice white palatial stuff going on the tower. And then I'm going to build a city of gosh knows what. Maybe it'll be all wood. Maybe it'll be very lodgy. In the desolation, and that's where I end up putting my NPCs to live. I do want to build a proper lodge build too, even though all that wood is so red, it drives me crazy. So we have themed build sets, and I want to make the most of them in just different areas, so we'll figure it out. Where am I going now? I'm going back to the tower, I think. Or am I going back to... No, I need to go back to the delving. I need to equip some metal workers, and I need some star metal ingots, and we'll just hit two birds with one stone with that, where I'll get those guys working so they can keep leveling up the delving. And by the way, all of these chests are full of... Not that one. Trade goods I do not need. Isn't this the instinct? It's the instinct to like just overstock, so whenever you like a trader asks for something, you have it. But now I'm stuck with all of these items that serve absolutely no purpose but to trade with. Like, this is not stuff you can show, carry, use as decoration. They're just trade goods. And then I got a bunch of the mirrors in here. So now I've just got a ton of trade goods that I literally cannot do anything with. I just have to store them away. Okay. This is the black, so that's for those guys. This is my metal workers. They need something better than this. I need to build... Should I build the bigger furnace or just give them more of the little ones? I don't know if it matters. I honestly don't know if it matters. I can have up to 4. I don't know if I have 4 NPCs that can work metal. Let's find out. Not this guy. Metalworking. Okay. So I need to get him... Do I have... Where did I store my tools at? Do I have the metal stoking thing? No. Is it... What's this? I think this is a dump chest. Yeah. What's in here? Metalworker stoking rod. I have 1. Okay. Well, we're not gonna waste it. I'm gonna give it to this guy. And then I gotta make a couple more. If I have the NPCs for it. It was this guy, right? Metalworking! Alright, here you go. And then I'm gonna put star metal ore inside of his little tumbler thing. I'm pretty sure I have at least some here. I don't. I really don't have any star metal? Wait. Well, I had more ingots in there. Wait, come back. Oh, I have a fat stack of ingots. Okay, so I don't even need to do this. I just didn't realize I had a, okay, hold on. But really? I don't have any star metal? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'll use the dump chest here. I'll get rid of some of this. I can get rid of that. Get rid of some more wood. I'll get rid of this granite. Put this in there. Amber. Put this in there. I don't have any star metal. That's so sad. I'm sorry. I got that guy so excited to do some work. Elbereth's Blessing. That's the other thing I need. Gosh, I can't remember. To make the Elbereth statue. And that's... I consider that a food item. So it's probably going to be in here. There she is. Or some. I don't have a fat stack of it. I don't have a fat stack of it. I wonder if I do at, in the drawer delf where I just came from. I wonder. It would be with food. I wouldn't have it anywhere else unless it's in... Ooh, do I need pumice for anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm starving. There's... No, that's not Elbereth's Blessing. That's, Entwood. I got so excited. I was like, there it is! Nope, definitely with the food. Alright, let's eat some lumbus because I'm starving. Did I have a fat stack of Elbereth's Blessing back at the storeroom? Because here's the thing. I'm not allowed to go to that warehouse because I have so much stuff in my storeroom. I have it here. Oh, I have stuff at the west gate. Let's go see what's at the west gate. I have a stockpile in the west gate. What in the world? It disappeared. That is the Brewmaster's tool. So that's really funny. Oh, let me tell you guys a tidbit that I learned in the Discord. People that I trust said, if you build the Bayorn doors, which are in the lodge, not the arch, where's the door? The carved door with the bear on it. The NPCs cannot open this door, is what I was told. And I have, like I said, this is a person I tend to trust. So remember how my NPCs love to leave and like go hang out at the west gate? Let's see if they can do that if they can't open the door to get out. If they can't open the door to get out, I would like to see them try. So that's a little tidbit for you guys. I had no idea. I had no idea. Okay. Carrying on. Carrying on. I need to go see what's in my stockpiles here at the Westgate. Like, I had to take out... Look how sad this is. You guys remember, this is my Westgate build. I love it. I had to take the hearth out of this build because they were coming over here to hang out by this hearth instead of the one that's right next to them. I'm so confused. And then all the meal tables and the hearths in this base that I built here in the Westgate, they would come over here, so I had to break all of those down. Absurd. So I shouldn't have any of my hearths in here. Yeah, and my meal tables. Here's the benches where my meal tables used to be. I had to break them down because they would come over here. It was absurd. Okay, here's 100 Elbereth's Blessing, so that's more than I had, but that's not a fat stack. Do I have a fat stack? Back here. Not of that. And not of this. I feel like I want some of these metal fragments, though. I don't have any room for them. Okay, it's fine. And yeah, I hate this base. I hate this base so much. The outside, I don't hate as much. I kind of like the patio kind of situation. But trying to incorporate the wood into the like this, I don't love this. And then especially in here. And I think in here, the problem is more the layout of how these rooms are kind of cut up and how they're awkwardly like wooden on one side and granite on the other. I have to rethink this whole base because I hate this. I don't like this at all. I worked so hard on it too. I'm not sure where I'm going. Where am I going? We got some more Elbereth's Blessing. Let me think. So there's a map stone in there. Is that the closest one? I think it is. Do you use mods or just fat stacks and dev items? I only use fat stacks and dev items. I am terrified of using mods because I'm scared of them. I don't want my PC to break. I don't want my game to break. I don't want my files to be corrupted. I'm terrified of it. I am terrified of using fat stacks in general, but I do it because I have to. Otherwise, I can't build anything like this because there's just not enough material in the game. And I will fully admit that expeditions and all that good stuff are gameplay that would give me something more to do to go like harvest, and then everyone has like a sandbox world that they went to for resources and stuff. So like I get that I could get a lot more gameplay out of getting materials the hard way, but I just want to build, man. I just want to go. And so I go to the warehouse for that. So yeah, I don't run any mods. I am excited for you guys that do, to your point, to your earlier comment, Thunder. I have seen a lot of the conversations in the Discord about mods and people working on them, specific players and people that hang out in the Discord that develop mods for the game and everything like that. And I don't necessarily like think it's bad or wrong or anything. I'm just really nervous about it myself because I don't really understand it. Again, and then I just don't want to risk. I want to take as few risks with my save files as possible. All of that stuff. So I'm excited for you guys though, like you were saying, that with the developers kind of putting the game down, it opens the doors and kind of puts, I don't want to say pressure. It basically kind of asks, it kind of begs for modding. Excuse me, the fact that the devs aren't going to give us any more new content. It kind of begs the like people who develop mods to do something about it. So. Okay, so here is my absolutely chaotic storage system. For the tower. I just throw everything in here. None of this is organized. None of this is sorted. However, my fat stacks all go in the same chest. But the rest of the stuff, because you guys, when you really get to building and everything just gets broken up into tiny little pieces, like little stacks, little chunks, like you don't have time to be sorting all this stuff. Like screw that. So that's all completely randomized. However, this chest is my fat stack chest. And I will tell you guys, speaking of breaking chests that have fat stacks inside of them, very, 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 very early in this build process on the Tower of Durin, I was doing something completely different. That's how long ago it was. I'm in trouble because... Oh, just enough. Perfect. I was doing something completely different, and I was messing with floor tiles, and it was awful and impossible. I went under this chest to break... It wasn't even under the chest. It was a floor tile. It was a 9-tile floor piece that was ever so slightly underneath the chest that held my fat stacks. And I broke the floor tile because I wanted to. I didn't think it was close enough to the chest. And then my whole game, like, froze up. It did that thing, and I was like, no! Because I probably had 5 or 6 fat stacks in there of different things. It wasn't as full as it is now, but, like, I panicked and I force shut down my computer. I just did a cold shutdown because I was like, this chest cannot break. These fat stacks cannot. So, like, obviously I was trying to stop the process of the fat stacks from exploding before the game could auto-save. And fortunately, when you do that, when you break a chest that has fat stacks in it, the game, it takes the game a minute. It, like, stops. It has to really figure out what's happening to break that stack apart and all of that. So you get this, like, glitch in your game that stops, and I, like, panicked, and I, like, cold shut down my computer, and guys, it worked. The chest did not break when I logged back into the game. It obviously logged me back from the last autosave before I had broken the floor tile that was underneath the chest, but oh, by the skin of my teeth. Can you imagine if I broke this chest? Oh, can you imagine? It's so dangerous. It's just so dangerous. Okay, what are we doing? I wanted to empty my pockets. I also need to organize myself. I also need to know why there's a disco happening over here all of a sudden. This flashing is a recent addition to this build, and I don't know why it's happening. I haven't changed anything over here. Well, that's not true. I've changed a little bit, but, like, I don't know what that's all about. Anyways, I need to organize myself. I mentioned that I built a scaffold to do the outside of the building, to kind of put, like, that wooden, this wooden beam all the way across the side, the trellis with the vines, the lights, the pillars, the decorative barriers, all of that. I fell off of this mountain so many times, you guys. So many times, which is why my pockets are in disarray as well, because I've just died so many times and had to go back and get my stuff. Okay, let's go try and decorate one of these rooms. I have no nothing. I have no plans whatsoever. It's just a big empty space that has this awkward level change, which is what it is. Now, what I might be willing to do, I don't know if it would work, because spacing, like space and measurements and all that stuff, might not work with it, but I could like have the elevation exist along the sides too and separate the spaces of the room a little bit that way, because, like, what if this floor extended to this wall, which, like I'm saying, I don't think I can do this because, like, to lay these things symmetrically probably isn't an option now because these pieces are all kind of building the space. If that floor extended, then there could be an elevation, and say, like, the sleeping space could be on this side, and then, like, on this side we could have maybe the kitchen or something like that. I don't know, but let's work with what we have first, and I'm trying to think of how this would make sense. Now, all of these rooms are fairly similar. They're not perfect, much to my sadness. 2 wall spaces are to the right of the door, and 3 wall spaces are to the left of the door. And this is the same for all of these rooms. So yes, I would absolutely love to come up with a room layout, a decorative room layout right now that would basically work for every single room. I'm trying to think how I would want to do this. So I feel like you have to have some kind of hearth, right? Some kind of hearth. Now, I can't... There's not enough room in here for anything. I can't sink it into the wall because it's going to show on the other side. Like, this would be perfect. If I could put it like this, let's test my theory. I'm pretty sure that's too deep. It's going to show through the wall. Yep. There it is right there. Now, could we work with this? Could we try to make this part of the exterior decor? I mean, kind of. It doesn't look terrible. Maybe we could work with it. I don't know. But, my instinct is that I want to sink it into the wall because I need the hearth to not take up too much square footage. And then, classic me, I would put, I guess I have to go to furnishings. I would put, like the couch here, although I probably want a rug first, yeah. Do we want to do different colors? Curse, do we want to stick with my, like how I did in the Doro Delph, how I did different colors in the different rooms? To make them unique to themselves, among themselves. So if we did purple in here, and then we could do green in another room, orange in another room. Ooh, but we do have the Emuldrous. That was the other recipe I was trying to get from the traders. I completely forgot. The Emuldrous furniture. You have to get from the Rivendell trader. Where's my couch, please? So like rug, couch, center it on the rug, based on the design on the rug. And then I've got to put something on either side. Ooh, a bookshelf. Do I need a big bookshelf? Do I need a big bookshelf? Hold on. Curse says definitely. Color-coded rooms. Gotta love it. Color-coded rooms. Can I put a big bookshelf? Will you even fit? Okay, that's not enough space. Okay, here's what I want to do now, though. Okay, this is not gonna... Can we live... What thoughts, you guys? Do I let this happen? Do I let it just stick through the wall and pretend like it's supposed to be here? Is there something I can put around it? It feels so random. What if we put her over here? No, she needs too much space. Right? I'm so conflicted, Curse, because it's like, it doesn't look bad, but it is very random. Just kind of sticking out of the wall. I mean, anything else I do is gonna stick through the wall here. I love the soft jazz happening in my playlist right now. Like, I don't remember picking this song. So, like, if we make it make sense somehow. There. Perfect. What's really funny is I'm about to move it, the hearth, altogether. I need to shift it over to the right a little bit. Like, we could BS our way around it, you know what I mean? If you're gonna do it in each room, it will be a feature of the veranda wall. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Here, let me try something else, too. I don't think this will work. Let me just do granite, because it's fine. Let's see if I can put a gold wall on top of it. Because this is what I was gonna try. Okay, I can't. I can't. It won't. Which makes sense. Which makes sense. But we could also hide it with this by letting this come out. I wasn't going to. I was gonna push it in. Like this. This is what I was gonna play with to, like, decorate this space up here. I was gonna try like the golden door, the gold reliefs in the walls. Not the doors, the walls. Why is it red? What do you mean it can't go here? It's literally snapping to it. I was gonna try to figure something out like this, maybe. But, anyways. We're gonna move this, so it's fine. And yes, I was planning to do it on every one, so we might be able to get away with it. And I think I can center it because I literally have three wall tiles here. Now, we could be dinky about it. This could be the solution as well, but like, this isn't cozy. This is a campfire. It's gotta be bigger than that. It's gotta be bigger than that. So I just need to move this, because I need the bookshelf to fit. That's what I should do. I should build the bookshelf. Because that was getting me excited. That felt kind of nice and cozy. Where are my bookshelves? There you are. That felt like it was getting cozy. And then I need tall stuff like this in these tall rooms, you know? So if I do this here, this is just an experiment. Can I center it? About there. And then put more books over here. Oh, it's really tight on the door. It's really right on top of the door. This might not work. Do we care? Do we care that it's right on top of the door? Do we care? Is it a problem? Alright, let's put our... I feel like that rug is kind of big. That's the smaller version of the rug though, isn't it? Because this one is bigger. It's longer, but I think it's bigger. Oh, but we could put, yeah. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. A longer rug would define the space a little bit better. I know it's not the color we're going for. Let's fix this. Please. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if it was gonna build with the bookshelf there. Thank goodness. Alright, because we could put stuff on top of the rugs. We can't put rugs down once furniture has been placed, though. I kind of want to cover... That's gonna protrude so much further! Alright, give me my couch. Which is so tiny. I wish they were a little bit bigger. Okay, so there's a nice living room space, but like I feel like the door is getting absolutely smashed by this bookshelf. So should I just do the bookshelf on one side and something else on the other? But like my symmetry. But like my symmetry. And then I can't fill this unless they are in my pockets. Yeah, okay. I wanted to get the okay, how does this furnace look though? Oh yeah, it's a lot further out. What do I do? What do I do? Here's the thing. We don't have to have a hearth. But like we do though, right? Because like cozy dwarven accommodation. We must, right? We must. Yeah, I feel like the door is getting swallowed by this. So that's not gonna work quite as well as I wanted it to. What do I want to do with this door? I feel like I want to put some pillars on either side. I like to do this with my door frames. You guys saw it in the, like on the stairs, the endless stairs. I like to do this on the outside of the door frame. It just makes the door more like important, more of a feature. I like to do that and it'll show on both sides. So that gives that a little bit more grandeur. So I don't want anything that's gonna squash up to the pillar. That'll give it its framing that it needs. Now, we could be crazy and just dedicate a very large space to the fire. I mean, we could put a hearth up here and it's just the centerpiece. But I want to sit next to the fire. I want to curl up next to it. Why don't we have anything smaller? My sadness. I really think that's the only option. Like, if we're gonna have a fireplace in these rooms, and I do feel like we should. I really do feel like we should. We might just have to suck it up. And then what goes over here? Like one of the smaller bookcases? Or the tavern cabinet. Although I do like to reserve that for kitchen space. Like a little candle. There's so much fire around these books. That is just so unsafe. That is so unsafe. Should we do a wraparound? Bookshelf in the corner. I don't dislike the scrolls, but I just like how the books just look more full. They're a little bit nicer. Should we do this? Little book nook. Oh, you need to be able to see. You'll see through the books, you'll see the wall. So that needs to come forward. Until the wall is, covered. It is on a floor, don't sass me. Okay, so to do this, I actually need to push the bookshelf over a bit, but this is a pretty centered fireplace. I feel like. Maybe it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I need to do this bookshelf first, so I know just how much space I need. So it looks right. Okay. And then pull this one over. So we can do that. Oh, it's higher. That looks awkward. Is that even? Nope, it's still higher. Why? Come on. I'm trying to get as close as I possibly can. Alright, there we go. Now they're level. Now they're level. I like that. That's cozy. I'm starving. Of course I am. Okay, what else would make sense over here? We could do, like an armchair. Where else? These rooms are just so awkward. They're so just long and narrow. We could do a hearth over here. Now this wall I can push a bit because this is just pushing into the other room. I don't love this because also the rug will have to go vertically. Which might make the space feel a little bit weird because yeah, well, can I get away with horizontal? It's a little squished. It's a little squished. This rug doesn't make any sense anymore. Ooh, should I do the long rug all the way across the bottom? I feel like maybe I should. I'm not sure. And then how do we feel, guys? I went out of my way to get the geode display. I don't actually think it looks that good. This is the only one we have and the only color. And like it's a geode, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it very much. I don't know why. I don't like it that much. I'm not sure. It's a little awkwardly shaped, but it's a geode, so like it should be awkwardly shaped. I don't know. Life is hard. Life is hard. I don't know what's best. Alright. So we can try this over here, see how much I hate it. Let's do a little side table. Can I do the Emeldra stool? Yes, I can. It's just a little bit nicer. And then I could even try a bench for like a coffee table. Although I feel like that's a lot higher. Wait, is it that much higher than the couch? It's a little high. It's a little tall for a coffee table. I gotta back the couch up. It's too close. Back it up. Back it up. I don't know if I have anything lower than that. Oh, we have this thing. It's real rough looking, but it's a little more coffee table-esque. It's like shaped a little bit better for it. And no, I'm not worried about a dwarf actually being able to sit on this couch, so don't even start. Don't even start with me. Like, Faith, that's not enough room. I'm not worried about it. They're not real. They don't actually have to do any of this stuff. And then I can use the bench behind the couch, like I like to do, to fluff it. Like a little thing. And then the only thing that I can put on top, and this is devastating to me, is that we're not getting anything else. We're not gonna get any, like, tabletop decor. I was hoping for, like, candlesticks or something like we could put on top of things, and it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's so sad. I also got the brilliant idea, I don't think I've said this out loud before, to establish a builder's mode in the game. So you know how we have difficulties? Basically have a difficulty level or a mode that we could set to builder that would eliminate all the enemies in the game. So you could just focus on building. Because let me tell you, not having to hear it, yes, you can turn your volume off, and then not having random wolves and orcs walking around in your stuff. Yes, you can place hearths strategically and hope that they don't spawn. You have to do so much. If they could actually make a mode of the game that you could play to just support the builders in this way. On the Tower of Durin, there are no enemies. There is nothing happening in this space. It is heaven on earth, which is why I kind of love building here right now. Because it's just quiet, and it's chill, and it's lovely, and I just want it to be like this forever. I wanted a builder's mode, which just because I wanted that doesn't mean I was gonna get it. But now I really am not gonna get it. Which is unfortunate. Okay, we're kind of doing purple in this room, so let me do this. Let me do maybe here. Good thing about the current mods is it's possible to add new build pieces and items. Yes. Yes, and I'm gonna be very tempted, and I'm gonna have to fight myself. And someone might have to convince me that it's perfectly safe and not to worry about it. Okay, I want to build... Here's what I'm thinking. These stairs are so pointless, though. Because I could... Okay, hold on. Hold on, I have an idea. Hold on, I have an idea. Very, very carefully break the stairs, because I don't want to break anything else. I have an idea. I'm gonna have to stick a little block in here, though. A little block, so that this is not... Oh, not this one, the smooth one, please. Otherwise, it's gonna show through what I'm thinking about doing here. Really? Do I have the big... Is it the big one? Do I need to put the big one under there? I'm very concerned about this showing through the bottom of this floor as well, because I don't know where that is. Okay, that fits, but like, did I just ruin the outside of my building? I use Epic for mods and Steam for vanilla full separation that way. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Backup saves, it'll be okay. Are you sure? Okay, here's my sadness, you guys. So here's the ancient floor. It's glorious, it's wonderful, but like I told you, there is only the 9-tile floor piece. There are no little tiles. So, you have to blend it. Try to blend it, and it's not going to line up, and it's not going to be perfect. Or I could try to lace this out, because I'm trying to do something specific here. I don't want it to be that far out. I could use smaller pieces that are available to me in different finishes to do what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, this isn't perfect because I wanted to get a little bit more space for the fireplace and stuff. But here's what I was thinking of. Okay, so then we have a wooden barrier here. And then we let it go up. Hey, 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 hey. We go up like this. And then I was gonna put the bed, a little bed up here. Like a little Oh my god. Not the walls. Please, not the walls. Please, not the walls. Oh, I should probably fill this in, huh? Behind the scenes, here's the top corners where the turrets of the castle would typically be. Planted the trees. Aren't they great? There's a piece of wood over there. Let me go get that. Thank you. I need to fill this in. Speaking of tiny pieces. Because, yeah, these, like, the finish is so different. I don't need to fill this in. You cannot see this. You cannot... Stop it, Faith. Stop it. You can't see it. Stop it. You're fine. It's fine. Okay. I guess that works. These walls are really bothering me now. I feel like they're off. They're just off. But I'd have to rebuild the whole room if I fix one wall. Okay. Let's recenter this. Okay. Whoops. Get my mansion bed, of course. Line that up. Do our little side tables. Which, the emulger stools are better, but like they're nicer to look at, but they're so tiny. They're so tiny. They're a little bit too small. Okay, so we've got that, and then can we put a dresser in the space? It's a little tight, but I want it to scream bedroom right over here. And then let's put, because we have no other wall decorations than these. Here's the purple one. Let's put that above. And then I feel like I want to put a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. It just helps to, it helps to fluff out the space, and it feels, because you would have a chest at the end of a bed, it feels right, and it's a way to just kind of put more in the space, which I like. And I wish with my whole heart we had some kind of tiny, tiny plant. But the only thing I actually have are these. Now, should I use the bigger one in the corner? I want something to put in the corner that's tall. I could put one of the small vases down here, which maybe, let's see what it looks like. The little vase. It's so cute. This is the best one. I wish we had more things that were this color. But it's so short. I feel like I want something tall in that corner. At least I think that separates the installs. I should probably make sure. No, that's not a bad idea. And I actually have both. I started playing this game on Epic, and then I switched to Steam when I joined the creator team. So I have them both. It's not a bad idea. And yeah, I could always experiment. I could have like a file on Epic, like you're saying, and just have a completely different game going on. Try different stuff that way. I need you. Really? That's as close as it will get. Also, that's as far as it will get. We can't do it right on the edge. Ugh, fine. It's still better than it was. Okay. And then I need wood to build a little edge piece on here. If it will. Please lock. I know there's stairs in the way, but like, work with me here. Maybe if I put this part on first, it'll lock in. To the bottom of this. Will you snap? Will you snap? Please. Please. Please, I'm begging. Please, I'm begging you. Please? Is it because there's a foundation piece under the floor? Or do you just hate me? Let's get rid of the stairs and see what happens. Snap, damn it. Okay, well, it's not red anymore, but it just won't snap. Why won't you snap? Why you no snappy snap? The other one snaps? What? You're killing me right now. We almost died. We almost died. I think I mentioned there was nothing under this floor. I think I said that out loud. Surprise. Ooh, Ooh, what if we did this? Wait, but nothing will snap to the bottom. Hold on. Let me try something else. I don't think it's as high as I want it to go. But that's kind of cool to have like a higher piece to separate. Because yeah, we don't want it to go all the way to the ceiling. That would be absolutely absurd. That one will snap if the other piece won't snap. So yeah, this is your life building in this game. You try what you want, you can't have it, so you have to figure something else out. You have to be flexible. And it's not gonna be perfect. Sometimes it's not gonna be perfect and you just gotta live with it. Okay, a little separation from the bedroom, a little more space. We pulled the floor out a bit. I think that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, I broke the rug. I was like, why does it look so weird over here now? When I broke the floor, I broke the rug. That's what happened. I feel like I like this. Do I want it vertical or horizontal? Oh, you guys. Ooh, I just got an idea. I just got another idea. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, look, a crown. A pillar crown that needs to go away, and then we need to fix it on the bottom. I just got an idea. So there is floor underneath these stairs because there has to be ceiling to the hallway. We're right above that hallway that wraps all the way around. So I'm having a thought. There is floor underneath, and then this is just open to the sky. Okay. This might not work. This might not work the way I wanted it to. I was hoping I could maybe put a hearth in the middle here. Maybe like a big one. No, not a big one. That's as far in as it will go, huh? Because I was thinking maybe we could do a hearth and then we could put the stairs, like have staircases going up either side. Gain a little bit of space by pushing the hearth into this a bit. Oh, that's not gonna be flush. Well, I guess I can push it over. Oh, that's not even attached properly anyways. Out. Wait. So, like that. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. It's not a perfect idea. I can't tell if this is centered. Gotta do it the hard way. There we go. Okay, and then we could, work with me here. Don't panic. Nobody panic. Just piece by piece, bit by bit. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, but now that looks awkward behind that. I wanted this to be sealed off somehow. Ooh, maybe I could put the lattice here. This little guy. Will this fit? Because it might snap to the— Yes! Yes! Okay, this is working. This is working so far. All right, and then we could have the middle of the room. These have to go away. My great idea. It's okay. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be a little cramped. It won't be super easy to get around. But this could be the middle. So little sitting space right inside the door. I cannot tell if these things are lined up at all. And they must be. They must. Okay, okay. So this is the middle. Okay, cool. Not bad. Now we can do another bed on this side. I don't think these are gonna be spaced the same, so this may not work. Okay. I gotta get rid of that. I've gotta get rid of this. We'll have to fix it on the bottom floor. Wait, didn't this come out further? No, 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 I added floor to it. Wait, 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 wait. This is not right. I added floor. I pulled it out a bit. Pulled it out a bit. About halfway. Okay, fine. If that's how you're gonna fit, that's how you're gonna fit. Yeah, I feel like I got more out of that space over on the other side. This might not be balanced. I might not have a nice clean situation here. Alright. Get my little wooden... Come on. Just snap. I need this gap to be covered. Come on, snap. Do I have to do two? Will it? Okay. Fine, whatever. Fine, whatever. And then we'll do our... No, it was a wooden post. Oh, not the big one. No, 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 no. The little guy. The little guy. Okay. The side is so much bigger, and this is the shorter side. So weird. Okay, what are we gonna put in this corner? Should we put a kitchen? I feel like the kitchen stuff should go down here. I was gonna put another bed, but it feels... I mean, I guess we can do... We could just do a different configuration of furniture. I haven't done many other survival crafting games, but for what I've seen, doesn't look like RTM's build system is pretty in-depth in comparison. From what I've seen, doesn't it look like... I have seen, because I've been looking into similar games, and I will say that RTM is very unique. Seems to be very unique in the survival crafting space. But, I feel like others are more intricate in terms of the building, because they actually... I don't know how to describe it, but like in Valheim, and in some others, there's a Valor something that's coming out. It's one word, it's Valor something. That I looked at the trailer that's coming out in early access. They have more of like actual construction grids and stuff. It's kind of like building in The Sims, if you're familiar with that at all. It's in other crafting survival games, like it's actually less engaging for me as a decorator builder person, because I like having these big clunky pieces of like beds and floor tiles and pillars and stuff that you could put together, instead of actually building like a house with plywood and like less... I don't know how to explain it, because like it's just the items and the build specs are just presented in a different, more kind of close to you way, versus being this high level. I'm looking at like this construction grid and I'm building a wall, building a wall, building a wall, building a door, putting in a floor, putting in a potted plant. Like, you're not in the environment. Like, it doesn't feel as close to all of those things. So I can't speak for every survival crafting game, but I actually feel like this build system is simpler, but I do like it better because it isn't so high level intricate stuff. It's more kind of like close to you. It's like stuff in your hands that I could actually put here, you know, as a character. I don't think that makes any sense at all, but hopefully you can understand what I mean. So I don't think it's the most intricate by any means. What's the word you used? In-depth. I don't think it's the most in-depth build system I've seen for this type of game, but I like it. I like the style of it a lot better. Oh, the beds are in the essentials. I forgot. What if I put my bed like this instead of there? Or maybe we put it to the side instead, since the space is a little bit smaller. That's what I was thinking. But the window is really awkward. And putting it in the middle would be very awkward because there's no room at the foot of the bed. So yeah, we'll just do it a little bit different. Oh, I do this every time. Gotta quit breaking the walls. Okay. Did you ever build design in Hogwarts Legacy? I ask because that's what I'm playing currently. Not much, Curse. Do you mean like in the vivarium and stuff? I didn't. That system felt real touchy to me. Like really, really touchy. Because you couldn't, everything's just very floaty and fluid. And I didn't feel like I was in control of any of it. But I was definitely tempted to get out in the vivarium, especially the first one, because I love, A, the environment of the first vivarium, and then the soundtrack, the music that they have in there is, like, glorious. And they have freaking, like, houses. They have, like, cottages that you can put in there and stuff. Little fences and roads and decor. So, like, I've dropped a fountain. I've put down, like, a staircase or something, like, out there. But I never gave into it because it felt... I didn't feel like I could control it very well. But it's definitely, like, a tempting concept to build. So you'll have to show me what you're working on. At some point, because I am intrigued with the idea, but I was never really comfortable with that system, and I don't know how to explain it except that it seems so unwieldy to me. Not bad, not horrible, just very weird. The Bavarian music is so pretty. Some people have done the most amazing builds. I don't have the patience. Oh gosh, you'll have to show me some links or something because I'm intrigued. Yeah, it would be a big learning curve to like get used to that. To get used to that build mechanic that they have. It's so weird. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat. I'm just gonna put it on the side because there's more space. I'm gonna put my chest on the end. Because it just makes me feel better. And then I'm gonna put my dresser in here, which I actually really like. This feels nice and centered to put it kind of here. And then we'll do our same because we just have limited resources. We'll do our same little thingy just above. So there's a cute little bedroom. Now there's part of me that's like I should have put a rug down. I should put rugs down. Dang it. Dang it. Don't break the walls. Don't break the floors. Just break the bed so I can put a rug down. Oh, and I can't because of the rest of the furniture, of course. Okay. Narrow vase. Now, here's the thing. You've got to really pay attention. Again. Make sure the title that's showing up says Imaldris Stool on my screen. I'm targeting that. Make sure that that's what it says. Because you can aim at a bunch of... Like, I could aim at this dresser, but it's going to take out the wall. You know what I mean? So that's, like, pro tip, even though it's really obvious. Don't click that button to deconstruct until you've got stuff targeted properly. Okay, so it's not all gonna be symmetrical, and that's fine. Because what is the middle is not the middle. Well, I guess I could force it to be the middle, since I have the rug now. So, crafted farewell. So I'm pointing, here's a good example. I'm pointing at the banner. You see my little white icon is on the banner, but it says crafted farewell in the title over here to the right. So with these, I think you have to aim at the mount. So now that I'm aiming at the metal part that it hangs from, it says purple raven banner. So here we go. Not breaking walls. Not doing it. Watch what you're doing, or you're gonna regret it. It's not because I'm better, it's because I've made all of the mistakes. Okay, I cannot see. I had to take Durin's axe off of Bjorn because when I'm trying to do stuff like this, it was just in the way. Okay, I can't see. How do I fix my visual angle to actually line this up properly? Okay, here we go. How far? Oh, that's pretty good. We're gonna force it to be the middle. Yeah, I've made all of the mistakes. It's not because I'm the expert, it's because I'm the worst. I can tell you what not to do. Don't do it like that. Okay. And then my little stools. My cute little too tiny stools. And like, oh, how I would love, and Animal Crossing has spoiled me, I would love to put like a mug or something on one of these stools, a little book. If we just had a single book we could put on a stool, wouldn't that just be darling? Now, you know what I feel like I need to do, and I'm not sure. I need to put this post, this wooden post, on this side as well. But how do I want to do it? And by that, I mean, do I put it on the level of the floor like this, or do I bring it down? I feel like I need to match them. The same level. Now that I've done that, question, should I bring this lattice wall all the way up as a full partition, or should I just leave it as like a little balcony kind of? Thoughts? You guys have to tell me, because I'm not sure. Alright. And then we'll do this over here as well. I like that better. I like that better. Okay. Now, here's another thought. It's too late. Oh, I gotta put my chest over here. Ooh, what does the Amaldris chest look like? Oh, it's really big. It's a lot taller. That doesn't work. It has to be the little guy. I think the Elven chest is gonna be too tall as well. Yeah, it's gotta be the little guy. The little guy. Here's my other question. Oh, I'm starving again. Should there just be one staircase? Because I can get rid of this staircase and extend this floor space all the way. Maybe. The spacing again might not work for that. Should I leave it as it is? And then what's gonna go back here? Because this just looks weird. Like this right, what is this space right here? Oh, what is this? I've got to put a rug over here too. Keep the two. You like it as the balcony? Okay. I like it too. I like it too. Yeah, it might get, you're right. It might get awkward. If we put it all the way up. You don't need to be here anymore. Thank goodness. So. Here's my other thought. It's like an open concept house, except it's a little bit more narrow. So kitchen, we need to put a little kitchenette in here with a counter and everything like that. Here's my question. Do I know what my question is? Why does this side feel like it has more space? Okay, so we put the kitchen over here. Or we put it over here. Okay, here's my question. We build the kitchen on either side. Let me know if you have a vote which side, left or right. Instead of having couch and stools here, oh my god, this game is trying to kill me. What if we had a table and chairs in front of the fire? Do my favorite combination, which is the round table. And troll hide, maybe. It says it's in sunlight. Is it gonna turn to stone? Did it turn to stone? I can't tell. I'm gonna put this guy here. That's not even, but it's fine. Okay, so like the dining table is right off of what will be the kitchen. And then we can do my little library attempt over here. And maybe I just do... Can I do two? Can I do just do one big one in the middle? And then do smaller where... Oh, I'm not in furniture. I'm not furniture. I need to put a rug down too before I do anything else. And then put like a seating area back here. And have the dining table in front of the fire. What do we think about that? Oh my gosh, I keep going to the wrong tab. And then, where's my couchy couch? I can do the couch in here. And here's another great example of like, if I could put, okay, this needs to not be like in the corner. That just feels like I'm trying too hard. Be great if we had like a little coffee table item and then we could put, like a book on top of it. That would be so perfect right there. Okay, just like leave a little gap. Or center it. We could center it. Let's center it. And then let's put a little one on either side. And I guess I shouldn't exclude the scrolls. I just like how the books look better. Oh, that's tight though. That's really tight. Maybe we do the little one? Where's the short one? Or is it wider? Oh no, it's wider. Oh no. That's too close. Alright, it's a little bit... I think that's fine. And so we have like a little reading space in here. Kitchen, dining, sleeping. And then we'll find something cool to put in this gap, yeah? How funny you're leaning towards non-symmetrical and I'm saying keep the symmetry. I know, right? I know, right? How times change. The games force you to do what you can with limited resources. Okay, the bench is too tall. This thing is like not ideal, but it looks like a coffee table, so we'll put it there. And then we can put, we've gotta fluff this out with furniture. I hate this vase, by the way. I think it's so tacky looking, but like you need a selection. You need more than one, or it just doesn't work. I was gonna put this, maybe I'll just put the white one because it's a little smaller in this corner by the stairs. And then I'll put stuff above here. I guess it'll still be our purple. Because why not? Matchy matchy. Excuse you. Can I see where that's lined up? It's a little bit higher. Okay. Are those even? Oh! Okay. Make sure I'm targeting the right thing. Shaper's Fellowship. That's what I want to break. Not the wall and not the bookcase. Alright, it needed to be a little bit higher. Now are they balanced? No, now it's too high. Not the bookcase. Not the scroll shelf. This thing. Okay, so a little bit lower. Here's what I'm gonna do to make my life easier. I'm gonna fix this one. Because it's just easier to access. It just needs to come down a smidge. Like right there. Okay, now I think they're even. Okay, so those will go there. I've got to put something above here. Oh, maybe this is where I should put the vase instead. Because you can kind of... There we go. You can kind of get away with that. There could be more than one vase. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. But like these ceilings are so high. This is... Ugh. What am I supposed to do? Alright, I want to fill this with something. I still want to put something above here, but it can't be the purple one again. Let's just do this generic golden. gray-ish, brownish thing. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So now we need to build our kitchen, which means I need an oven and a stove and other stuff. I can't build an oven. I don't have any copper ingots. You lie. You lie to my face. I hate that like half of this thing is is broken. I hate it. Do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? Do we want to put it in a corner? I feel like it's weird to have the stove right next to a bed, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then I was gonna go get the shelf. The shelf. Felt like that was a good amount of space. And then we'll have to have a tiny little... Ooh. Can I do it vertically? Do I need to put a rug down before I do this? Like a little island? I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. And then we can put, Actually, is that more narrow than it is anyways? Not really. Okay, let's face it outwards then. Let's face it outwards, it'll look better. Like here, and then here. I can't see. I need these to really, really line up. Did that work? Mostly. Okay. And then I'm gonna do my little stools. Or do I want to do the chairs? Because they're kind of tiny. They've got high backs, but they're kind of tiny. Put those on the island. And then what? And then what? I need my hanging cookware set, which I could have swore... I thought I unlocked that recipe. Where is it, is the question. Where's the cookware set? Does anybody remember? It would be in furnishings, would it not? The hanging cookware set. I haven't seen it in all of my running around in here, but it has to be in here somewhere. Am I blind? Do you guys see it? Hanging cookware set. I unlocked it with the Shire Trader. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm full of lies and deceit. I did not. I did not unlock it with the Shire Trader. I still have to get it. Oh, it turned the seat to stone. The natural light. How do we feel about that? Is that okay? It kind of matches the... it looks terribly uncomfortable, but it matches the walls and stuff. It matches the walls and stuff. Okay. I want to try something that may fail miserably, but that's what we do, isn't it? We just have to try. We just have to try. Because these decorative walls can kind of sink into the other walls. And I want to create more interest in this space and fill it in a little bit because it is very sterile and very white. And I know that I did that and that's my fault. But we could do that. And then I honestly, I have no idea how to make this room make sense because the ceilings are so high. Like, do I put a beam across or like, what do I do? Should I put this wall all the way around? So behind the stove, let's see what it looks like. Stove, tavern cabinet. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. Oh, it's gonna like smush into the, okay. I could... Wait, is that centered? That's kind of centered. Oh my gosh, it's centered. That's amazing. Okay, we'll stick with that. Alright, put our stuff back. We'll put our stuff back. The cook's pantry needs to go in here somewhere. And then also, definitely don't overlook the delving items for decorative items, you guys. The delving chest is very pretty. You can use that to fill a nice space. You could always use the artisan's jeweled ochre chest. That's also a really pretty one. I might actually try that at a foot of a bed and see what that looks like, because it's a little bit more ornate than what I have going on right now. And then the cook's pantry is great in the kitchen, but I don't have any steel ingots, which, like, can't be true. What was I doing? Getting the stove. I was getting the stove back. But don't overlook those things, like, as decor. Definitely don't do that. I will be using them, for sure. I can't see. Alright. Should there be a rug? I mean, I'm using rugs to define all of these spaces, so it feels, except I didn't put any, I haven't put any rugs on this side. So, should I put a rug? But it's a kitchen. Do you put rugs in kitchens? Yeah, of course you put rugs in. You put, like, kitchen rugs in kitchens. Alright, I gotta do it. It'll make the chairs make more sense, too, because they have purple upholstery, if you want to go so far as to call it upholstery. Because they just look very flat and uncomfortable, but it's okay. Alright, here we go. Move. Merv. Okay, this one's very close. And that's not centered at all, so we might actually move the table as well. I want the rugs to be fairly centered if possible. Go back here. It's kind of there. I can't see. Gotta line them up. That's pretty good. Okay, did we like the Emuldress chair? I didn't hate it. And we do have other Emuldress pieces in here, but we could. These are also fairly small, and I was gonna originally use the stool, but then I thought, you know what? I'm using stools as side tables, so that might be awkward. What do we think? Do we like the stools better? Or the chairs? Or something else entirely? I could technically put a bench there, but I feel like the bench is going to be longer than the cabinet, or the counter. Very cute, very cute. Where in the world would I put the pantry? Probably like here, but I can't, right? Because I need steel ingots or something insane like that. You liked the first chairs? I respect that. I respect that. I didn't hate them. I did not hate them. They're not centered. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix this one. There we go. Okay. Should I put my little vase in the middle of... Or is that weird because it's a countertop? I think that's weird. I really want to put something on top of it, but no, it's not working for me. Okay, I need steel ingots. I have to move all of this again because this rug is not lined up with the other one. And I really don't love that the troll chairs are changing into stone. But, like, how much do I not love it is the question. How much? How much do I not love it? There are plenty of other chairs I can use. I can use the smaller chairs. We can use more Emuldress chairs. That feels a little bit weird. I need to be able to tell the center of this, please. There we go. The ornate chair is great, but it's just giant. It's giant. I know, mugs and plates. I was hoping. Oh, I was dreaming of like a stack of plates, even if it was messy. Like a stack of plates would be so great. The Amaldra's chair is too small for this. I don't know, man. I think I'm liking the troll chairs the best, even though they are gonna turn. They're gonna turn white. I wish they wouldn't. Okay, so we've got a kitchen, we've got a dining space, we've got like a living room slash like little study space. Should we put a very dangerously located candle right here? Because this gap is killing me. Let's just put a candle in the middle of all the books. That's always a good plan. I also can't fit a vase over here anymore, so let's fill in this gap with these. And oh, how cute. Framed out so nice. Now, I've got to put a rug over here. I must. The only way it's gonna fit is horizontal, and that's fine. Can't always get what we want in life. Bed chest. Okay, dresser. And then, did I have a stool? I didn't break a stool, but I'm gonna put one just on one side because I can't fit it on the other. We'll put one on one side. Okay, much better. Much better. Okay, but like, this is cute. Nobody can tell me it isn't, because it is. This is very cute. My concerns are the empty space behind the hearth is bugging me. Now, I could just make a wall. Or we could try to be cute about it. I don't know how to be cute about it. I mean, we could put like a thing. No? It says no. It says it's too close. I was gonna like maybe do that and put stuff on either side of it. It would be awkward. I'm not saying it would look great. Can we do this? Can I do my thing? I have no way to tell if these are even or not. Oh, that's gonna bug me if they're not perfectly even. Okay, look at it. The foot of the bookcase is just a smidge to the outside. Like, just a smidge. And then if we can stack them so that it's a solid piece of furniture. I learned this from my library build in the Dorodelf. There we go. I can't tell. I can't see. I can't see. And now there's a little gap in the middle. Oh, that makes me sad. Now, what I could do is really fight for this. Push that a little bit forward on purpose. And then close them in a bit. That's not good enough. Hold on. Get really tight. The idea is to like get these to be as solid as possible. Now, what I might want to do is actually flip them around, but this is what feels correct to me. I cannot tell. So to get them as tight as I can while still being the same behind. Is this working? Maybe I should do, hold on, let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. Let's grab one. Let's put it, come here. Put it in the middle of the hearth. Because then there's just no confusion. Hold on. It's gonna make sense in a second. We're using this as a measuring stick as well. Okay. Because then you won't see the gap between these two middle pieces. Go back a little, damn you. Come on. It is not moving the way I want it to move. My more sensitive... Okay. No, my more sensitive joystick is not... Okay, fine. Fine. Come on. Perfect. Be perfect. Okay, and then we can do this. Why can't I build this now? Hold on. But I want it to line up though. Hold on. Just wait. Oh, that's really close. Okay, and then this. And then this. I don't think this is perfect either. But that way I could use the bookshelves as the difference, you know? To tell me how far it can go or not go. And then we can put, actually, let's see how crazy this looks. Because I might be able to sync this a little bit. No? Just a little? Please? I want to cover up that gap that's in the back. How silly does this look? Oh, if I put, no, this will be cute. Hold on. If I put vases on either side of it, it'll be really cute. I just have to make sure it's in the middle. The middle. Get on top of this thing. Yeesh. It can't be too close to the hearth is what it's actually not. I don't think it's the wall. I think it's the hearth. Alright. That looks really centered. And then can we put... Vase, come here! Put this on either side. This is so cute. Wait, with the green? Stop. Stop it. That's cute! That's cute, though! Look how cute that is. It's so cute. So cute. Now I wish I had, like, some, pillar candles I could put in the... Because I love my thirds, and so I realize there's 3 pieces here, but now I want, like, 2 smaller pieces to put in between. Okay, cool. So we've got a bookcase back here that fills that awkward space. Look at the floor inside of the fireplace. We're not going to talk about it. That helps to fill that very nicely. Now, for one last feeling that I have. Sorry if you guys are getting whiplash. The walls ending like this. At the top, so abruptly. I'm wondering if I should have, and then my frustration about how tall the ceilings are, and that there's nothing going on with this wall. Here's my problem. That's protruding way too far out. Like, you can't get closer? Why can't it build right there? Okay, that's not the answer. Is there an answer? I was thinking about doing a trim, basically. Let me say it out loud. I was thinking about doing a trim. Now, we do have the lattice already happening, and this can get very, very close to the wall. Like, almost flush with it. Is putting this above and going all the way around the room actually the answer? Or should I just accept? I can put more things in here. We've got space for something. Let's see. We could do candelabras. We could do other chairs. What about... It'd be really cool if we could do diagonal. How many games do we play that we're like, if only we could do diagonal, it'd be so much better. So like, I could put a chair here, and I could like put a stool next to it. Like, fine, whatever. Like, that can help fill that in. Oh my gosh, that's cute though. But it's cute. What do I put on the wall? Definitely no more lamps. I can't, but oh well. Maybe I don't have the space for it over on this side though. That's okay. Right? It's okay. Maybe I can put a light right above it. These are so bright though. I do need more light in this room in general. Like the candles are really not gonna cut it, so that might actually be kind of acceptable. But I feel like I need to put one over here then. That's so bright. And like, I could do the torch, but the torch is not nice enough. I'm dying. Hold on, I'm taking damage. Snack time. Maybe, ooh, maybe one of the colored ones? Quartz is super bright white. Jade is green, which is cute. I feel like that's a little weird though. Oh no, it's still super bright. Okay, never mind. That does not fix the problem. Let's look at the OG. It's just so obtrusive. It's so big. And it's not fancy enough. But, I mean, I guess I have candles burning, so like a torch isn't... No, I don't like it. I don't like that big old base. So, why can't we have a candle sconce? Let's just make a list of all the things we wish we could have that we're never gonna get. We're never gonna get. What am I looking for? That's the amber lamp too, so that's not even the white bright light one. What else could I possibly put on the wall? I mean, I can put another sigil. This is another kind of not specific one. I've got to make sure it's the same height as the other one though. So it's not purple, it's gray and gold like the other one I have. It's very pretty. Or should I put the purple one up there? Guys. It's so hard. Okay. This is not bad though. This came out better than I expected. Let me be honest. I feel like I say that every time I build anything. Question. Should I kind of like this open. And I am like overall with the room being very tight. But I'm asking myself if I want to frame out this level completely. So let me do it. What is wrong with... Get off. Get off. Okay, but that looks good. I think that looks good. Now, if I can almost do a full size. I think I have to do 2. Oops. 2 of the short ones might just fit right here. Oh, that's a little too much. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. Because the one is... No, the one is way too short. But 2 is just a smidge too long. And you can't even get in there, though. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's see how bad it looks. Because you still got to be able to walk through here. And maybe it's just enough. Because it matches the other side. I think that looks good, though. It is impeding on the space a little bit. But I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Alright. Can I, by some miracle... I'm going to try the impossible real quick. Because it's amazing what a difference it makes to fill in just the smallest gaps. Gaps you don't even register as gaps. If you fill them in, it can make everything just come together and come alive. And I knew this wasn't going to work because of the stupid hearth. It was too close. Because this would just add a little bit more texture. Close off this little gap between the stairs and the in the hearth, you wouldn't even notice. But yeah, this one is way too close to the hearth. It's not gonna work. Okay, well, she tried. She tried. It's okay. It's okay. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Alright, what do we think? I think this is cute. Now, this big open ceiling. What do I do? Do I put... What if it's... Instead of hold on. This beam is so pretty, and it's a wonderful color because it's not that red brown. Excuse me. But it doesn't work because it has these metal bracers on the end. And so you have to line up these beams. Like, you have to have a perfectly symmetrical situation because of the metal bracers. Because otherwise you're overlapping by trying to blend the beam together. Here's the thing. I have these walls that are fairly symmetrical in the space. Come on, you can do it. What if the beam went right underneath? Excuse you. That's as close as you're gonna get. Why do these beams hate me? Okay, rotate it and it gets closer. Okay, let me look at this before I try to fight for it. If this went all the way around the room, I feel like they're protruding too much. Oh, it sticks out too far. It sticks out too far, but it's a beautiful piece. I wish it was easier to use. So what about this one? Right underneath, because I feel like putting it on top of stuff is not gonna work. Why won't you, why? The outside. I promise you can do this. I promise you can anchor to a wall. We've done this before. Okay. Before she gets mad. And then, did we already try? Yeah, we already played with the lodge beam, but it was protruding too far out of the wall. So maybe we need to try. Just try. The trick we were able to pull off at the front entrance, where this vine-covered lattice was sunk just enough into the wall. Why won't it do anything? What if I attach it to a wall? Because if it was subtle, like just coming out, let's try the other one. See, this is what I don't get. Why does it work sometimes and not others? This is my beef. I've got it in the corner because I'm trying to get it to anchor to the wall either flush or at the angle, but it's not doing either. Okay, so this is not an option for this space. You're the only one who doubts your abilities. I just saw what I had to work with and I got really nervous. You know what desperately needs to happen? I need to put books in this bookshelf. Woo. And they are hanging out here. Books, books, books. How many does it hold? Like 75? Well, I've got 75 plus now, so we'll go figure that out. Oh, not this one. Alright. Fill this with books. It'll look so much better. 75. I was right. Okay. Great, 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 great. Alright. I'm gonna think about the higher up the wall, the ceiling. Something that could happen. And I hesitate. I could build a new ceiling to this room that is lower and flat. After all the work I did to build all of these rooms, I may experiment with the idea just to see. I like how the vertical space helps compensate for the space on the ground. I feel like it's good to have it, but at the same time it feels so empty, and I just cannot figure out for the life of me I don't know what to use. I just don't know what to use. I don't know what will help. And if you guys are thinking about the holiday stuff, because this is literally this is kind of what we need, but the multicolored, if it was just white lights, I could accept it, but the multicolor is so Christmassy and therefore a little bit, I don't know what the word is, childish, a little bit camp. I don't want to say campy because it's not campy. It's nothing wrong with it, but like it's a very specific vibe. And these space, like this place is not, it's a very, I don't know. That's so festive. It's too festive for the space. That's all it is. It's not that it's child, it's just festive. And like this is not a festive place. This is a palatial, you know, and obviously like I've got some rough stuff in here. Like this table I'm standing on, this is a rough piece of wood right here. Like this is not palatial. A lot of this stuff is going to be a little more rustic. Like I understand, but I mean that it's just a very specific thing. And it's a little bit too much in my opinion. So that's why I'm not going for the lights. Even though they could be something that fills that gap in the eye line and all that stuff. That's why. That's why. It's okay if you don't understand. Is there anything else? Like I could do, literally the only other thing I can think, if I can't do some kind of beam or a lattice or something like that, is a bunch of these, but that would look absurd as well. So I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. What would happen if I put a flag above this door? Too high? And it kind of hangs down. I don't want it to hang down past the frame, but it's insisting. What about here? How do we feel about that? Does that make it worse? Does that draw attention to the fact that there's nothing else up there? Should I just hang flags from every gap between? Should I just hang flags? I don't think that will work because I want the flags above the beds. I'm using those flags to really like establish these spaces. The flags and the rugs are important. They're actually serving a very specific function. So that's not gonna work, but I'll leave that for now. And I'll think about it some more. And then I do want to get the cook's pantry in here. And I also, excuse you, I also really need to get the, hanging cookware set from the Shire Trader. So you know what? Let's do that real quick. I don't even know how long I've been going because I'm playing on my computer and I can't see a timer when I'm doing that on my other monitor. But, let's run over to Holland. Let's see if the Shire Trader is here. Let's see what they want. And maybe, just maybe, we can, figure that out. But first, you know what? Let's look at this build at night, because we haven't done that. And I like to do that when I do tours, whether it's islands or castles. You know what I need to do? I just realized the top of this wall desperately needs that decorative barrier piece. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that right now. And I'm gonna put something cute in between in these gaps. I still have to figure all of this out down here. But let's look at it at night. Because I do have a lot of lighting. Like, it's been very difficult. Like, this thing is illuminated like crazy. And then I did just add those Duran's lamps to the tops while we've been hanging out. Gosh, it's so bright. Oh my god. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Okay, I broke down that thing. Okay. 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 Alright, it's okay. So yeah, that's what it looks like at night. Super illuminated. Like 3 hours? My goodness. Well, it's been like a month, so we'll let a random 3-hour building / tour stream happen. Why not? And I didn't even, like, talk about all the things I wanted to talk about. That's okay. It's just life stuff. How do you guys feel about the outside? I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's okay. It's better than it was. And I was able to do more with it than I originally planned. I think it's really the lamps, because they're so just isolated. I don't know how to describe it. Like, they're just these protrusions in this big blank space. And I think together, I think in a row, they give a really cool impression. But, like, when you're just looking at it, like, I need to put something on either side of them. I don't know. Something to fluff it out. Maybe... There was a reason. I don't remember what the reason was. Why I put them that high. What am I doing? I'm going to Holland. We're going to Holland. We're gonna see if we can trade for our cookware set real quick. Because why not? And because it's the only thing that I'm doing that relates to the Durance folk side of this game now. Hello? Have you been here this whole time? You're leaving in 3 hours? I feel like I've spent a lot of days. Hold on, I gotta write this down. I might have no lights on. I can't see anything. They have new orders. We might be able to pull this off tonight. Okay, copper belts are 3. Dwarven toys, I have 5. What's gonna be tough is the tin coins. It's only 3. I don't have any of those made, so I need artisans to make them in 3 hours, but it's nighttime. So that's probably not gonna happen. 10 coins. So I'm gonna write them down. The other 2 we have, let's go grab them and see how much kind of credit we can get for them and see if that gets us to what we need to buy the cookware set. So I can do it kind of halfway. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Copper belts, copper belts, copper belts. Well, dwarven toys. Let's grab these. 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belts was 3, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, everyone's asleep. It's first light. I wonder. When they say 3 hours, is that real time? Oh, wait. Or is that like an in-game time? Because it's first light. These guys might actually get started. Do my metal workers have to make coins? Wait, they do! Look at it! Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoops. Hold on, I hit the wrong button. Y. It's at the top. Okay. And I just have 1 guy. This is probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna set it up anyways. I only need 3 of them. What does 3 hours mean? What does 3 hours mean? And then I gotta go find, I gotta see who else is a metal worker. If I can get all 3 of them, I only need 3 total, so if they can all bust one out. What am I doing right now? I'm getting tin ore. If all 3 of them can bust one out, that's way too much tin, but here we go. Will the trader be around that long? This is not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. You know what? How much does it take? Because if I give them a ton of tin, I'm going to end up... It takes 60? Okay. They're just going to make a ton, and I'm just going to be buried deeper in trade goods I can't get rid of. So I was just trying to... Oh, I'm starving? Oh, look, here's some food. Hey, guys! Feel free to get to work. I need to make metalworking rods and hope to high heaven that I have 2 more metalworkers running around here. Alright. What do you do? Artistry, smithing, building. Versatile? That might work. Oh, hold on. Artistry building. Artistry. You were not one. Smithing, masonry, mining. Smithing. Okay, so I have a versatile. It was you, right? No. Alright, go. Go. Do it. Metalworking. You can do it. Is that all the dwarves that I have? Where's everybody else? Is there anybody else? That's my brewmaster. You can only brew, right? Brewing and mining. Okay. My cook is sleeping. What about all my builders? Did I get rid of them? These are the only dwarves I have? I hate to wake you up, but if you can... Oh, you can't. Oh, you're so lucky you get to keep sleeping. Okay, well, I only have 2 of them, so... Let's double check this one. Smithing, brewing, mining. Dang it. We could go hire somebody real quick. Do I still have coins? No, I do not. Do I have coins? Oh yes, plenty. Okay, let's take a bunch. Let's go see if we can hire somebody real quick. I feel like there is not enough time. I don't know what 3 hours means. That trader is gonna be here for another 3 hours. Is that like... Is that like... I've been distracting, letting all the bad magic out of the repository. All good, all good. Are you a metal worker? Yes. Okay. 500. There you go. Yep. Yep. I bet 3 hours has passed in game because it's like daytime now. I bet this is not how that works. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where's my new guy? New guy! New guy, I need you to get to work. I need to go back to the trick because I have stuff in my pockets. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm an idiot. Where's my new guy? Here's some coins. Let's do it. They made a bunch already. All right. I bet the Shire Trader is gone, you guys, and I did not run immediately back like I should have with the goods that I did have. This is why. This is why. I'm so bad at video games. They're not here. They're not here. They're here. Oh my god. Run, dude. Run. Oh my gosh. Less than an hour. Okay. Trading, 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 trading. Oh, we did all of them. Okay, can I please buy cookware display pans? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Hanging cookware. All right. This is the last bit. We did it, you guys. That was also the last recipe I was hanging out for as far as the trading post goes. So this is a momentous occasion. And this is the last, not necessarily the last piece, honestly. You know what? Let's go back to the delving because I need steel ingots. Well, the second to last piece I need for our room design that we've come up with. Which, oh, look! The traders are on my screen. That's so funny. Steel, please? Steel? That's silver. Steel. I don't want all of them. I'll just grab a couple. You know what? I should just grab a fat stack, but it's too late. Alrighty. Now we go back to the tower. He's tired. Classic. Just eat some lembas. Rub some lembas on it. I don't care if you're tired. Here we go. The cabinet and the cookware is what we are missing. So let us see. It is under furnishings. I knew it would be. I'm thinking it's gonna go right here. But can it? Can it? Do I have to switch sides? the sides to my thingies. Hold on. It just needs to fit above the stove. What am I... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I liked this configuration of things, but if we have to flip it, we have to flip it. Okay. I could have grabbed the thing first, but stove. Why can't I make the oven again? What am I missing? Okay, line it up at least. Line it up a little bit. All right, do I have room now for the cabinet? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna fit. Oh, I can squeeze it. I can squeeze it in. Come on, dude, get off of the thing. Get off of the thing. I can just squeeze it in. Okay. Okay, that's okay because you know what it does? It gives us a little bit more room on the right-hand side to put our cook's pantry. Which, like, is not glamorous, but it does the job. It does the job. Okay, that's a little squished. How do we feel about that? Is the pantry a bad idea? I could always shift this stuff over, but that would break my symmetrical heart a little bit. Can I put something underneath? I feel like this is just hanging in midair. Can I put like a beam or something underneath it? Or can I envelop it in a post and then things can be really... No, it's too special for that. Like, this just... It needs to be supported by something. I can't stand that it's just hanging in midair. That doesn't look great, but... Let's see. If I do the crown first. Okay. Ah! How do we feel? How do we feel? How do we feel about this? I have to shift everything over, don't I? I just do. Because the cabinet, I think, is really helpful to establish the space. Like, it's not that you don't know that it's a kitchen if you don't have the cabinet, but... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it? What if it went... It's not like I went through all that trouble to get the recipe for the cabinet. I just had to get the ingots for it, but like... What if I put it halfway into the wall? Right there? Is that problematic? Nope, not on this side. And then let's fill our little gap here. We'll do our little candle trick that we've been doing. So it doesn't feel so just out of left field to be a little bit further down the wall. But it also leaves a little more space in here. What do we think about that? Is that okay? I think that might be okay. Because it's too squished. So if I squish it into this space, which I know has significant logic to it, this central arrangement has to push over to the left, which means this has to push over to the left, which is okay. We have a little bit of room for that. But I don't mind it right there either. But if I push things over to the left, they'll be more aligned with this side of the room. Here, let's compromise. I don't hate it, but also not sure I love it either. Yeah, fair. Let me try this before we give up. I did not push it into the wall like I'm doing now. The first time it was over here. So let's push it into the wall just a little. I need what's on top of it to make sense though. Because there are bottles and stuff. So I don't want to like have half a bottle sticking out of the wall. So can I do this? Oh, we could kind of get away with that. You can kind of get away with that. I feel like. Okay, so let's squish it in a little bit. That's not bad. Even before pushing anything over. That's not bad. And let's make sure it's not sticking out the other side of the wall. Oh, so lucky. You know what's funny though? I'm gonna try to do stuff with the walls over here and it's not gonna let me because that's like halfway inside of the wall. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't think I have to move the centerpiece now. I think that's enough room. Okay, nice. Alright guys, we did it. We decorated one of these rooms. I'm fairly happy with it. I like it. Yeah, I just gotta like accept or fix what's going on with the ceiling here. But like, I designed the outside of this building so hard that like I don't want to bring the height down of the building itself. So what I might do is basically just put a ceiling up here. Like inside, have a ceiling, and then there'll just be this gap that you're not really aware of. Which is awkward, but it'll maintain the integrity of the outside of the building, the design of the outside. But this also may be like, this may start to feel too low to the ground as well. Like this might just make everything feel squashed and like too low, too small. Let's see. We'll give a little experiment. I'm already doing it, so we'll just experiment real quick. See how it feels. Come on. There you go. Let's see how this feels. Is that super low? That's not bad. That's not bad though. Oh no. That's not bad. Oh, my flags though. That's the only problem. Hold on. Oh. Okay, and then it's a little squashed for up here, but let's see. Is it not gonna let me put it here because of the planter? Why won't you let me do it? Why won't you build to any of these? I don't understand. For a human, it's not ideal, but for dwarves, it's amazing. I thought it would feel too low. And it doesn't. And it doesn't. So we might have to, yeah, I might have to figure that out. Do you make the ceiling heightened for the upper level and then add some beams for the lower to bring it up? Hold on. Add some beams for the lower to bring it up. So when you say the upper level, okay, so you're saying for up here and then have beams. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I understand. Wow, that was really hard. Be proud of me that I figured that out because I was like, what? So yeah, higher ceiling for the higher part. Yeah, because that's really the test, isn't it? Like, because there is a raised bit as well. My goodness, there's no room to do anything in here. Ah! Here, we'll just get on top. We'll just get on top. I'm so proud. You had me going for a minute. I was like, the upper level. It wasn't clicking what the upper level was, because I thought you meant the building, not the room. It took me a minute to figure out that it was the room. Okay, so let's do this. We're just gonna go for it, because we're here and it's fine. And it's Friday and it's spring break and everything's fine. Why will you not? Why will you not? I don't understand. So there's something in the corner over here outside that's blocking that? Because it'll connect in the middle. And then of course the banner. I'm so confused about building items. It's like, why can't you? There's no reason. connect. I promise there's nothing on the other side of this wall that is... I promise. Okay, fine. We'll do it halvesies. I don't know what that looks like underneath, but we'll just do halvesies for now. Oh no. Oh no. I'm stuck. Oh, that's funny. No, 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 no. Jump down. No, 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 no. Jump down. Alright. Oh, wow. I know it's hard. I know. I know. Okay. Okay. That half tile over here doesn't... I don't really notice it, so that's okay. Alright. So, here's my first question. Is that too far over? Does that defeat the purpose? Because we're thinking the ceiling needs to be raised for the upper level. Well, it kind of matches the stairs. Here's what I'm thinking. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm actually thinking of doing this. To keep that wooden thing happening. And it's just a fun little detail that, like, you don't notice if you don't notice. But if you do notice, you're like, aw. OMG. I know I'm really close, but I promise this works. I think that will poke through the other side, and it might not matter, but I'm gonna be careful. Okay, so there's our little barrier. That's different than what I was thinking, but it's so cool. Oh, but it's cool. Not so cool. I got excited. So cool. What were you thinking about? Should I hang a beam from the bottom? I can still do that. I wonder if this will fit properly. Ooh. Come on, dude. Closer. Yeesh. Will this fit? It probably won't. I'm gonna lose it towards the end. Yeah, no. Not quite. Not quite. So that's what I mean about this piece. It's a really beautiful beam. But because it has those metal brackets, you have to have the perfect space for it. So there's a little bit of a beam that you can see from this side. No, I was thinking the whole ceiling would be the same height and you'd add beams around the lower wall to make it look cute. So the ceiling... So raise the ceiling completely. The whole ceiling would be the same height and you'd add beams around the lower wall to make it look cute. Your way is better. I mean, it's adding a lot of personality to the space. That's fun. So just raise the ceiling in general and then frame this lower portion with beams, which, can I still do that? Can I still do that? It's not, like, perfect, but... Can I do this? So kind of what you were saying? Just blend. I know you can't. I know you can't do it the way I want you to, but like, just do it. Can I do it over here? Excuse me? Up. We just did it on the other side. I promise. Come on. That's what I want you to do. Why is it red? Why can't you do it? even trying. Is it the cookware set? Do I need to move that? Is that why you're freaking out? Look, just latch onto it like the other one did. Just do it. Just do it. There's literally nothing that should be blocking you. That's blocking you. Okay, let me try one more thing. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like your idea, Cursed. Frame it. Frame the lower bit in beams. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think that pillar, because stuff melts into the pillars, but that's the only other thing I can think that's on the other side of this wall. That's giving me so much grief right now. That could be the only other thing in the way. Come here. Why do you hate me? Okay, first of all, I can't see, so get get higher. This right here. This is what I need you to do. Why can you not? Okay, you can do it here, but you can't do it here. Explain. Explain this to me. Okay, can you go all the way over then? Yes? Okay, fine. Yeesh. Yeesh. Oh my gosh, that adds so much care. This is so good. Good idea, Cursed. I never would have lowered the ceiling. Well, I never would have framed it if you didn't have that idea. That just makes it all look so much better. So much more cohesive. What a good idea. You get credit for that one. It was a team effort, but good idea. Okay, a little wood on that side. And then I gotta see what the damage is on the other side. Oh no. Because there's a room to the left of us, I think, so I gotta see. If everything works... I know I'm too close, but just go with it. The logic of where things snap and where things don't, it just boggles the mind. Like, just click, just attach to the... Okay. Okay. Oh, look, you can see, I'm thinning. He's got some thinning hair. It's a little awkward. It baffles the mind. It baffles the mind. Get off of the thing! Oh my god. Okay, so I can't do my flag. So I need another thing above the bed. What do I have left? I guess we can do the Wings of Peace. Because it's just golden brown. Huh. Okay. Alright. I'm digging it. I am digging it. It's a little cramped. That's okay. There's plenty of room. 2 beds. Lots on the character. Lots of woodwork. Pulled into my white marble. Oh, you know what needs to happen now, though? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I thought I was done. What needs to happen now? Will it? Can you? Will you do it? I would love to be able to use the same beams. Why no? Why no? Why no? Why do you hate me? Why? Why? What is on the other side of this wall? I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Ah. Like, I'll just have to figure it out. I'll just have to figure it out. Okay, this might be the flag. Why are you red? Why? What is this wall made of that nothing will... I'm so confused. Okay, anyways. Consistency would be nice. It would be nice. Oh, I can't see. I'm like craning my head as if that helps. Like, it's a room made of pixels. Trying to look underneath is not gonna help you. I'm so confused, you guys. I don't know why. Anyways, cool. Now, I will say that I did notice the vertical wood parts to this wall are a little bit on the red side, and when I was messing around with the lodge beam for a second, the colors weren't a terrible match. So even though it's not exactly the same, we already have some wood in here that is not the same tone. So let's see how horrible it would be to have a beam that's a little bit red. Do I just... Okay, that's fine. Compromise. I didn't want it to stick out so far, but... Is that okay? We've got a lot of redwood in here. Actually, the furniture is a bit red as well. Is that terrible? That's alright, isn't it? Do I have to do it, like this? Man, these rooms are gonna take forever if this is the default. This is the default design. But it'll be nice because I will be able to do the ceiling framing first. And then build everything else. I don't love it. I don't love the color, but I don't really have a better option, I don't feel like right now. I could switch out these beams for that beam and make it more coherent, but it's weird because I have the lattices which kind of match those beams. And I do have this gap right here that makes me sad. Can I fix this now that the other beam is done being dumb? Please. Can we, like, figure this out? No. No. Right here. I need you to build right here. Right here. Why? Why can't it happen? What is this wall made of? I didn't make it out of anything different than I made anything else out of. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, anyways. Yeah, maybe I'll have to swap out the beams, but I feel like there's an argument for all the wood shades in here. So, that's that. I'm gonna put my, pillar back. Put my pillar back. And I do have tons, I mean, the lodge beam is a staple in this entire build. Like, this entire building. It's definitely a part of the scenario. So, it's just the room, the space inside the room. I can't tell if this is in the floor or hovering above the floor. Why do you hate me? You did this before. There we go. Because, like, it's out here. And then it's down below. There's lodge stuff down below, too. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, well, let's, celebrate our success, you guys. So that is my Tower of Durin. Which I guess is gonna be a little palace of something or other. Dwarves come to stay, come to visit, have a good time. Yeah, or maybe we have a royal family. Like, I live here. Or something, but all these rooms are pretty much the same. There's no, like, royal suite or anything. And to be completely honest with you guys, there are many levels to this build already. However, if we go to the top, it is not outside of the realm of possibility to add more. So this is what the top of the building looks like. I could easily lay a fresh layer of floor up here and create open air seating, or I could even create very specific spaces to do very specific things. I mean, look at the view up here. So this build may continue to evolve in terms of growth. It may get bigger, it may go higher, it may look different. And then, like I said before, these walls over here on this floor, this level, like I've definitely got to do something about just the stark whiteness that's going on here. Fill that out. And I'm kind of tempted, and I'm not going to do it right now, but I could even build, since that ceiling situation went so well, I could even build a lower level, a ceiling, like just at the top of these pillars and railings, and then have that be like the open air kind of spot. So yeah, there's definitely things can happen. And then if I did bring ceilings into this, which you guys understand what I'm saying, but I always feel like I have to demonstrate. So if we put basically a floor up here, that would help too, like we just did in the rooms, make these walls less of an issue. Make these big, open, empty, glaring walls less of an issue. If there was a level breaking them up in between, and then this whole level could just be like a promenade where you're just enjoying the view or whatever. So yeah, so we'll see. Definitely more to come. I've been enjoying it, and I definitely encourage you guys, despite the horrible news, that the development team is really done contributing to this game, adding to this game, working on this game. It's sad. The game is not finished. It's still very glitchy, very buggy. It needs a lot of work, but it is what it is. So, that being said, this build hopefully demonstrates that this is still a really great game with a lot of great stuff, a lot of options and things you can do. And it's really just up to you if it's something that you would enjoy. So definitely check it out on Steam. Let me do this. Can I do this? I really have to end the stream at some point. Check it out on Steam. I'm gonna put that link back in the chat because it is on sale. What did I just do to my OBS? It is on sale right now on Steam. So if you're interested in picking up the base game, this does not include the expansion pass that we've been talking about, the expansion of the DLC, the Durance Folk DLC. So this would be, I believe the base game is on sale on Steam. But anyways, check it out regardless. And take a look at it. See if you'd be interested in it. So yeah, that's that. And oh my gosh, you guys, I appreciate you, Cursed, for hanging out the whole stream. I appreciate Thunder. I know, Nightbot's like, I'm done with your shenanigans. Thunderstriker for hanging out. Appreciate seeing Axe at the front of the stream. Kathleen was here for a hot minute. I appreciate you guys so much. It was a very short notice stream, and I found the time, and I had something to share, so here we are. So thank you guys for hanging out. I did something I said I would never do, and I did building. Even though most of that was decorating, before we got into the actual room, I did build a little bit. So I said what I was never going to do, and here we are building in Return to Moria. But you are so welcome. I've missed your metaphorical face. She looks just like me. She looks nothing like me. Anyways, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Short notice stuff. I don't know what's next. So we're still in a season of, I am not guaranteeing or scheduling any streams because I don't feel like I'm able to do that yet. Hopefully in the next, like, maybe no more than 2 months. That sounds like forever, hopefully sooner than that, but I'm just going through some transitions and I'm focusing my energy and my time on myself in other ways. So nothing bad is happening. There's no crisis. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine. I'm just choosing to prioritize other things in my life right now. So I'm going to continue to do that because I do have an end goal in mind. So hopefully I can achieve this end goal. And then when I'm settled into how my life looks when that is accomplished, we can come back to a regular schedule. But yeah, until then, just continue to bear with me, and I will keep you guys posted as I am able to stream, or if I ever get to a point where I think, you know, maybe just on Fridays, maybe just a Friday night stream, I can handle that, regularly or whatever. But we'll see. So anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out. I actually want to acknowledge that the background music is on like a probably less than an hour loop, so I know it's been a little repetitive. I appreciate you guys just jamming with the background music. But anyways, I'm still here. I'm still streaming. I'm still committed to this channel. We are still trying to get a PS5, and we're still gonna play Kena, and we're probably gonna pick up Horizon Forbidden West again, and we'll have to have conversations about it, but we'll probably pick it up again. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys soon. So continue to bear with me. I appreciate your patience and support. We also gained a few subscribers, shockingly enough, over the silence period. So thank you to those who have subscribed. There is more content coming. It is my goal ultimately to get back to a regular schedule, whatever that has to look like in the future. So yeah, so we'll get back to it, but I appreciate you guys. Curse, you didn't notice? Okay, good, because I definitely did. This soundtrack was built just for the intro, so it wasn't supposed to go for the whole the whole thing. Like, we used to have background music. But anyways, love you guys, appreciate you guys, thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna catch you soon, and until then, bye.